Well, hello and welcome in, everybody. We are going to be here on a map here pretty soon, but first I want to show you how to start up this series. We're going to be trying to beat Riverbend Springs. No, really trying to. We will get a beat. Yeah, we'll definitely get a beat. But there is going to be a little challenge to getting a beat. The challenge part is going to be horse farming. Now, we're not going to make exactly $10 million from horse farming, but we are going to be horse farmers. So I guess our fields and crops and animals will revolve around horses. So the animals will be horses, our crops will be horse related like hay and oats. And then we got to work towards $10 million from kind of growing that horse farm we got going on there. Now that $10 million we're going to grow is going to be in the top right. But this is how I'm starting up if anybody wants to follow along. Now this is a fun little idea here I got going. I want to try to like work my way through kind of all the maps. And I want to use the starting farms. I could easily build my own stuff, but I like the idea of seeing what these maps kind of give us. We're going to go with new farmer. I'll change some settings in there. We're going to make it economic difficulty of hard. Start farm, yes. $100,000. That's the lowest I can go. Now, if I want to zero that out, I can. I can just take out a $100,000 loan, pay that $100,000 loan off whenever I get in, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just start it up this way, and I think it's a fun little way to get through all the maps. So, for example, after this Riverbend Springs, we'll probably go over to the Hutan one, and then Zalanka, and then, of course, I'll start getting into some modded ones. But first, let's start over here at Riverbend Springs. And each little series is going to have a different focus on it. Like I said, this one's going to be a heavy focus on horses. And that is definitely something I have not done much of. I am rocking the John Deere today. I hope you all enjoy this. Hope you all enjoy the webcam popping up as well. Now, let me know in the comments what you want to see me wear next time. Maybe not next episode, but eventually I'll get it ordered up, get a new hat ordered in, and go from there. And basically, what brand do you want me to wear? Because I got a feeling some of those comments might be, hey, wear a wig and a dress. I mean, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. So maybe wig and dress is possible. I guess to keep it a little fun here, we'll go with this look here. John Deere, let's move it. And grooving and going. You've installed the precision farming. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is actually the first time I've used or going to use the precision farming on FS25. So it might be a little learning curve for me. Any tips, tricks, or suggestions, please drop them down in the comments. Do you want to open them now? Yeah, let me open that help menu real quick. Oh, well, that's what that is. Hold on. Apparently there's something about tram lines. I want to see if I can find that. Guess I'm not quite finding it here. Precision farming help window always active. I guess I could leave that on possibly. We'll see about turning that off later. Maybe under game settings, precision farmer, realistic spread pattern. No. Spread dependent application. No, I guess I'm not really seeing anything. I really want the tram lines off. Maybe they come default off possibly, but hey, while we're in here, let's make a few other setting changes. I like to turn all these off for buy-in. If we get the money together, maybe I'll turn it back on buy-in. We'll see what happens there. I like to get dirty fast. My bad. Like to high fuel usage, automatic, off there. Periodic plowing, that's whatever. I'll leave it. Yeah, you know what? Let's turn it on. Is periodic plowing a normal thing? I don't know. We're all on hard. Let's get it going. Oh, auto drive. Okay, well, maybe we'll get in that eventually too. Now, of course, I did say there's going to be a heavy focus into the whole horse thing. So wheat. Yeah, no, I don't think we need wheat, but it's already over here. So we're going to harvest it. We got a field over here with nothing as well. May end up putting grass in there. May end up combining all these fields. Now, canola over here, man, that's also not going to help the horses either. And wait a second, I think we got some animals. Let's get these animals sold off, sell off this pen, because this is exactly where our new horse pen is going to go. $100,000, we'll probably go ahead and get that in. Don't know if we're going to get any horses this episode, but I do know there is a deer right over there. Hello. Well, deers and horses, they're pretty similar-ish. Can we just do a deer farm? Now, as far as these animals go here, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Let's just go in here and probably sell them off this direction. Let's see here. How do I sell these off? Number of animals. I guess this is the buy-in option. Where in the world is the selling option? Oh, wait, right here, probably. There we go. We got a couple of cows here. 3 of them. And then we'll hit sell. Bam. Got those sold off. Now, I guess we got nothing else in inventory here. Yeah, right there. There are no more animals to sell or move. It doesn't actually say more in there. I guess I just added the word. All good. And then sell this pin off, I guess. That'd be the next step. Kind of excited to see what kind of horse pins we got out there. I did go through and install all the horse pins off the mod hub, unless I missed some here and there. And then that gave us $15,000. Nice. So we're up to $118,000. We'll go over to animals, pop over to horses, and see what we can do from there. Now, I'm a little concerned about the whole breeding thing. I don't know. I guess they all breed. Oh, wow. They take so many different foods in this one. I see carrots in there. Don't know what the other one besides carrots is. We got red beets, probably parsnips. Is that sorghum too? I'm not sure. Not enough money. Wow. Okay, well, I guess I'm $300 short there. I should probably go for something a little cheaper like this right here. That holds 9 horses. That could be in the right direction of a start for us. Overlaps with an object. What are you overlapping with? Oh, I guess a tree over here. No big deal. And that ain't a bad one. Nice little cheap one. Nice little start there, I think. Don't have to spend too much money. $75,000 for this one here. Ooh, pretty good size. Even got a barn with it. A little shed. Storage area. I don't need the storage area. Trying to look inside there right now. Yeah, I don't think I need this one. Not quite necessary. Then we got another $25,000. Oh wait, this ain't even a pen. It's just a little running area with them. I do have the horse helper mod installed, so that's definitely going to help me quite a bit in the future with the cleaning and riding of them. Hopefully it works. And here's a big old one right here. I think this is the one off Alma, Missouri. I really wanted to do this idea over on Alma, Missouri. And by the time we get to modded maps, maybe I'll revisit this idea possibly. But I got a bunch of different ideas along the way. $90,000 for this one, 16 horses. I'm really liking the look of this one right here. Now, I'm not really liking where these unload triggers are. Looks like we got one on the back side of this right over here. What is that? Is that food? Oh, I guess a door opens up over there too. Okay. Oh yeah, we can drive straight through there and everything. Well, let's see here. Maybe I can drive back there. Maybe I can fit back there possibly. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like it. Let's pop this in right about here. Oh wait, overlaps. There we go. We'll pop it in right there. Ooh, do you want to customize the fence? Nah, it's all good. I forgot all about that option on FS25. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Do you want to plant meadow? No, I guess not. Oh wow, it didn't give anything? Gotta be kidding me. Can I place meadow grass in there? I feel kind of bad now. Oh, okay, yeah, I can. Cool. I was like, geez, why is it all just mud? Let me put some of this down there, fix up a little road entrance here, road entrance out the back, possibly, and check out this thing. I'll tell you what, I am not liking the way this whole building texture thing is. It's like there's like square blocks to it or something going on here. I do not know what the heck some of this stuff is. Why it's doing that. You might know, let me know in the comments, please, because there's like little different textures to it. It's not blending in perfectly like rest this is over here. Really confusing on that one. Okay, think I got this thing all figured out. There's some sort of door back here. Wait a second, is there a door on the side? Oh my gosh, yes there is. I just realized, hey, that would make sense if there's a door there. And sure enough, there is one. Maybe I'll be able to remove this little bush tree thing right here and put a little door or pathway through there. Let me try to do that real quick. In order to get rid of that little tree bush thing, I think I'm going to end up having to use a chainsaw. So that's all good. We're going to end up buying one anyways. Oh, speed of light mod. What's that do? Just make me run faster with the chainsaw, maybe? We'll just go with the Husqvarna, call it good. $1,000, that's ours. Blowing through all this money, and we haven't even got any field work done quite yet. I do have the Lumberjacks mod on, so I'm hoping, really hoping I can just somehow delete this tree. There it goes. Give me the red thing. It gave me the red thing. Is it working? Not quite looking like it. Oh, wait, hey, there it goes. Woohoo. Okay, cool. All right, we got a bush here, too. Let's get rid of this. This looks more like an actual bush in the paint texture. Not one that I cut down with the chainsaw. I think we're good there. Go back into the build menu, build a little road through here, call it good. Okay, I think it's all done now. So entryway to a door there, entryway to a door over there. Got a little grass texture accidentally put inside the pasture here, all good. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a perfect meadow grass out here. I'm sure there would be, you know, other stuff in the way, or not other stuff in the way, dirt. There would probably be dirt there. Then we got an entryway over here. Now let's open it up, see what it looks like. Usually I open them up before I do those, but find out which ones I'll actually be driving down the most. And open sesame. Hey, there we go. Nice little storage area over here. 30,000 liters of food, 30,000 liters of straw. So that means we're definitely going to have to pick up that straw that's coming off that wheat field we're about to harvest. And oh my gosh, there's another door over here. I am just so blind. So blind. I cannot believe I missed that. Yeah, now looking pretty good, I think. We'll open up all those doors, leave them open. There was a trigger over here. What in the world was that? Is that the little food trigger? I guess so. Maybe that's where the bells go. And then we got something here that actually looks like the food trigger. I'm a little confused on some of this. Let's just put in another road here, though. Well, you know, to be honest with you, I don't think I'd use this one for anything. So let's just close that one up, call it good, act like it's not there. I'm sure I'm going to see it multiple times and be like, I should probably put a door there. Now, let's take care of our fields real quick. try to get some money coming in, get some contracts going, possibly get some money coming in that way too, because I can always hire a worker to do some of these contracts. I have definitely seen something new there in the top left. Looks like maybe that goes to precision farming. I don't know. I haven't watched any videos on the precision farming. I know whenever it first came out on 25, it had some issues. And that's part of the reason I never really got into it. And plus, I haven't played much FS25. Now, y'all may have a big question there, seeing this video come out. Is the 1950 series going to continue? The answer to that is no, unfortunately. I don't have the files anymore. I ended up getting mad about something and was going to give up this whole content creation thing and ended up deleting a lot of files I had. So, oh well. Let's get it going. Now, getting out here on the field, I got to make sure the straw is dropping. Yes, it is. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and do the little steering assist thing. I have multiple ways of doing GPS on here. I love the steering one that they already got built into here. That's perfect. I like it. What I mean by multiple ways, right there above the speedometer, there's another GPS option there that I can use. Also, I have the real speed mod, so we are cranking this thing up. What is this? Suggested working speed 10. I'll go with the suggested working speed. I'll try to work that a little more. I've seen some people do that. Let's see here, turn that down. I'll do the suggested working speed. I won't just like willy-nilly it out there at like 100 miles an hour with a harvester, especially if we ever get into those Colossus harvesters. Don't know if we will get into anything very big and unrealistic. I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. Could be a possibility. Let me know in the comments what y'all want to see. Do y'all want to see some unrealistic capacities, or keep it realistic, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, because one thing I like to do where I say it's not really cheating is get into unrealistic capacities. That's basically just to help save me some time with all the unloads and stuff, but I'm not too worried about it. We can take our time. I'm not going to come out with an episode every day like I used to. This will probably be coming out 3 days a week. And these are going to be a little bit longer, on the longer side than what I used to do, where they're between 8 and 12 minutes long. And I have no idea what that stuff up there means. I see a 62%. What in the world is that? No idea. Oh well, let's just keep going with it. I'm just going away at this field here, harvesting, and realizing, hey, I'm not making any extra money. Let's get a worker out there, like I mentioned earlier, with the contracts, see what we can find here. Now, I do have a mod for better contracts. It's supposed to give me more money. I don't know if it's actually active. Well, you know what, never mind, it's not, because I did find a setting in there to activate it. I don't plan on activating or changing anything there. We'll come in here underneath something, one of these. Come on, show me something good. There it is, contract boost. Looks like the reward, I got an option to change it. It's currently set at the base game rewards right now. All fine. Don't plan on changing that, crank that up any. I don't know what these other ones are. It's just set as default stuff. Hey, there's a reward factor of 1.5% or whatever it would be considered. So I'm assuming I'm getting a little bit of a boost with these contracts. Oh well. I will take that. I will take that one. So deadwood contracts, fertilizing, harvesting. Ooh, whoa, what is that bad boy right there? Heck yeah, that's looking real good. Now, that definitely does seem a little time-consuming over on 77. Do like that payout, though. As far as the time-consuming part to me, I would probably just have to get out and unload it, or run the semi over there and unload it. I could also set it up on automatic unloading through course play. Not too worried about doing that. Got a small mowing one. What else we got out here? Some hoeing ones. Ain't bad. Harvesting. Man, the harvesting job pays a lot. I am liking that. Bell wrapping. I love me some bell wrapping. Let's get over to field 11. That's a pretty simple one. I don't like doing it myself personally because it does take a while, but with it taking a while, that means it's going to run for a while, right? And I ain't going to have to worry about it. Oh, there are definitely tram lines in this stuff. I can see those. How in the world do I deactivate those tram lines? I should probably look up a video on that. And that's going to hurt any harvesting contracts that may be out there. And that one I was just talking about doing over on 77 is definitely going to be hurt. Over here on field 11 now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap down that shop deliveries mod, go ahead and pull up those contracts once again, get a bell wrapper out here. We're going to borrow those items right there. At least equipment's going to be here, and it should change the field. It did change the field from the grass to the bells. Let's hook it up and get a worker going on it. With course play, this is pretty simple. Just got to go in here and change it over. Click where I clicked a second ago, and it start. Let's see how many bells are left. It will do its own thing, get it. Maybe I miss one or two here and there. Maybe only 16 of them. That ain't bad. I'm not going to worry about cranking up any speeds or anything like that. Too easy to actually do that, but it should do its job. Let's just get back here on the field and keep going away at our field work. once that belling job does get done, I'm going to end up probably trying out that harvesting one. If the harvesting one does not actually complete all the way through, being on PC, I have an option to do that. So I may end up doing that, but with this better contracts mod, maybe they lowered the percentage of what actually has to be done. I'm not sure. I didn't look into those percentages too much there. I just realized there was a 1.5 boost, even though it said the rewards were set on base game rewards. I'm not sure if I'm liking this precision farming because I'm 2 headlands done, all the way around the field, 2 headlands done. And I've played this map a couple of times, and I remember having it already empty by now. So that's not looking good. I don't know. Hey, we will see what happens with it all. Really surprised I haven't had to empty out yet. Maybe I'm just remembering something wrong. And I'm not seeing any tram lines in this field. I don't know if it's even showing tram lines on the top map. Maybe they're not actually in there. Okay, no, I'm not seeing any on our fields, but I'm seeing some over here. Let's jump over there real quick, see there's a tram line. Yeah, no, definitely tram lines in there. Okay, I'll just continue away here, see how much we actually get off this field. Completely full here, and I just realized something. Do I have crop destruction on? It might not be on because I did run a little bit through that crop right there, because I wasn't paying too close of attention to the level. Let's turn that on. I like playing with crop destruction on. I do not like playing with it on multiplayer because there are a lot of people that love to run through the fields. Tip anywhere? Nah, I ain't gonna worry about that. Come on, let's see here. Come on, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Crop destruction. Oh, wait, it is on. Okay, cool. Maybe I didn't go through it the way I thought I did. Oh, I see 2 little indentions in there. Maybe I did get in there just a hair. Let's go ahead and get this unloaded. Got to find out what kind of trailer I got and why did that open up? Maybe I hit a button on accident. And I've been thinking a little more. I really want to get some horses. Let's get some horses in this episode. They, I don't know, might not be able to take care of them, obviously. I do not have any rule where I'm going to be self-sufficient. As far as that rule I usually run with is where I must grow the food myself and feed them from my fields. I'm not going to have that rule in there, so I can go out there and get a big bag of oats or horse feed and we'll be good. Now I wonder something. Actually, I did get a mod in there for horse feed pallets or big bags or something like that. Not just horse feed, animal feed pallets. And wait a second, I remember where this is. That's over in another shed. Does that actually give me hay and oats, or will that just be oats? Because usually whenever you buy a bag that says chicken feed, it's just basically wheat. I thought in the past whenever you buy a bag of horse feed, it would just be oats. I don't know, maybe it would do both. That'd be pretty cool. Kind of like pig food does its own pig food thing. Well, you know what, now that I think about it more, pig food has its own section there under pigs. So it doesn't actually add to each one of those little locations on a pig barn or shed. So yeah, I see it not working. Hey, contract finished. Heck yeah. We'll definitely get to that too. I don't think I should be running over this swath dropping. I heard a little rumor out there that as you run this over, it actually increases your yield a little bit there. Is that rumor true? I'm not sure. Let's take a look into our contracts while that's emptying out. We will see the one that's completed. I don't want to return it quite yet because sometimes they pop in with new ones, and looks like it's not coming in with a new one. There's no problem there. We'll just go ahead and complete it, get our money back, get rid of all that stuff. Let's see here, 65.61, collect. Does it go up any more than that? Worker H stopped unexpectedly. Oh, I think, the worker was actually still working. Yeah, 65.61. Okay, fine. Now this is full, 8,000 liters. We'll go ahead and get this dumped off and of course drive over the swath dropping again. I'm thinking more and more about it. I probably will need oats more than I will need grass. So I'm thinking combine all these fields, turning into one big oat field. And then we got another field over there in that direction that we could turn into grass, which will be turned into hay eventually. Also with the straw, I don't know if the straw can go inside this little silo thing over here. We'll give it a go. Test run. If not, we may end up having to buy a silo or just dumping it on the ground somewhere. And we actually have nothing to pick up that straw yet. We'll get some sort of forage wagon in there. Let's first get some horses in there. Well, you know what? Start up another contract, then we'll get some horses in there. Currently over here looking at field 77. That's that big harvest one. With those tram lines being in there, we probably have an issue with it actually being 100% completed. Maybe not. Let's go with it though. We'll borrow all those items, big O capacity. Of course, we have a harvester and we have something to transport it, but these bigger capacities is what I'm really looking forward to. And borrowing these items, it doesn't cost much. I think it's $15.99. Yeah, right there, $1,599 just to lease the items. So much cheaper than leasing the items. Oh, super shrink's on. Yeah, I don't know why the super shrink turns on sometimes, but yeah, no, so much cheaper than actually leasing the items from the store. Because this harvester right here would cost way more than that. What, $1,600 just to lease this? Got the harvester up and running. I'm gonna turn it on to stop while unloading and come over here and take care of this myself. I'll just leave it at slow speed, 33 minutes. I got a feeling I'm gonna be on a lot longer than 33 minutes trying to take care of these issues I got going here with just our farm area. I'll get a warning saying, hey, it's full. I'll come back over here, do a little empty out and get going. One thing I am kind of considering possibly is picking up the straw. That's not a base game option. I believe that's an option from the mod I got here. I don't know if I want to pick up the straw or not. I don't know if straw is going to be a big issue for our horses. And speaking of our horses, let's go get our first horse. I got no particular horse I want to buy, but there are a lot of options, I believe. Ooh, man, I like that gray one. Kind of look like a white one. Love some, just love them all. Who doesn't like horses, right? Oh man, growing up like a black stallion. Man, that was always on my mind there too. Now, what are these? These are babies. Can I get an older one? Hold on. They're all 0 months. There's not an option to get an older one? I guess not. We're definitely starting out with a young one here. Maybe we'll get a couple of them. Not a bad idea. Well, this is a pretty good sized pen, so hey, sounded pretty dumb as I'm saying this. Let's go ahead and get one of each. Let's buy this one. Doesn't seem like I can change the age on them. There we go, 0 month, $800. Holy cow, that transport fee is ridiculous. Well, I have no the transport fees being like $100. Once I get into feeding these horses, I feel like this might be a bad idea. We now have one of each horse out here. Oh man, that's a pretty big 0 month age horse right there. Let's close this door here. These aren't full grown, are they? There's no way. Hold on, 0 month. Oh, they came out a lot smaller than that. Maybe that's just on FS22 whenever they have the different age options. That could possibly be it because whoa, I can ride them? At 0 months, I can ride them. Okay, this one's named Bonnie. Huh, interesting. Horse Bonnie is back in the stable. Okay, see that popping in the top right? Hey, this is pretty cool. Did not realize they'd come out kind of full grown and still say 0 months. Now, any tips, tricks, suggestions you guys got about horses, let me know in the comments, please. Also, I thought there was a way to name them. Let's see if I can figure that out. Okay, I see names over here. We got Winston, Light, Bonnie, Hercules. Ooh, I like Hercules. That's a nice name. Frosty, Winston again, Haka, Paladine. What is this, like Star Wars or something like that? Now, how in the world do I change the name on them? I'm not seeing an option to change the name on them, at least not through this menu. If y'all know how to change the name, let me know in the comments, please. Also, let me know what name I should change them to. I do like some of these names, but any of these horses you see in here, if I could change the name, let me know what I should change the name to. Basically, just give me the horse breed and the name change option, and I'll try to make some changes there. Also, need to figure out how to make those changes, because I don't know. I do have a feeling that that contract's going to have no issue because it's up to 24% already, and it hadn't even told me it was full yet, so I think the 100% might be happening. Now, of course, it's going to get up to 80%, and then that 80% to the final 100% is going to be the product I sell off. No time for me to worry about that. All I got to worry about now is harvesting away here. You know, I just had to say something about it, like not ever getting full for a while there. Finally, right up there, needs to be unloaded. Let's go take care of that real quick. And I guess that little courseplay thing is going to be in the way. If y'all didn't know, well, apparently some of y'all didn't know out there, you can drag this courseplay thing around wherever you want it to. I don't like it being over there where default is because it cuts off the money and other information. It's usually sitting over here, and it cuts off quite a bit of information. Up here in the top left, it usually cuts off nothing because there's nothing there. Now with this whole precision farming being there, that is cutting some stuff off. Already got this turned on to stop while unloading. Now I just got to jump into that truck over there. I'm not making that run. We're going to do a little jumpy jump here. Teleporting. Let's put it that way. Ooh, man, that'd be a cool superpower. If y'all had one superpower out there, what would it be? What would it be? I think we were talking about that the other day as a family too, and I said something about being invincible. And after realizing I'd live forever, even after the world like explodes and everything, I'd just be floating in space. That might not be a good thing. That might not be a good thing. Oh man, I just realized something. I forgot to feed those horses. I got them in, didn't feed them. I don't think I really got anything to load up as far as materials or orcs is what I'm trying to say. Be able to grab those big bags. Let's jump over to our tractor, see if we have that option somewhere in there. I think I can add a front loader to this tractor. I got to do a little customization to it, and then we'll get a front loader with some pallet forks on it, along with order some big bags. I did say order some. I'll just use the shop deliveries to get stuff ordered here. That is something very realistic. Getting your stuff delivered to your farm, that's normal. So I'll do it. Of course, I'm gonna get hit with a fee, but that's the same thing as in real life. You get stuff delivered, you're gonna get hit with a fee usually. Customizing our 3650 here. Looks like it does have some sort of front loader attachment option. We'll go ahead and turn it on to the quick one. Oh, that Izarea Pro compact thing. I don't know if I ever say that right. Not all about that thing, but it's back and it's expensive still. Not putting it on. Not right now. But we're going to customize this, get that front loader attachment for $1,500. That is ours. Now that we got that there, we got to buy a couple of things to go on that attachment and do a little customization right here. Don't know how realistic that is either. I guess if you have a little toolbox in your hand, you're good to go. We do have a, oh yeah, I don't know if we have a workshop here or not. Moving to the front loaders here, and then we'll go to quick. I don't ever know what size I need to go with. Let's try this one right here. $8,500 one, main color. We'll get a switch over that John Deere colors, I guess. Now, of course, that white part that says quick, can't change that over, unfortunately. All good though. We'll buy that for $8,500. No extra cost there, I guess, with the paint. No, looks like there's not. $16,000 left over. Ooh, that's eating away pretty fast here, but we're going to make it back on these contracts. That's exactly why I got those contracts out there going. I'm going to get pallet forks. And these are very versatile. Works great for a lot of stuff. Hay bales, pallets, obviously. $1,700. Those are ours. I don't see any reason to buy any of these other ones quite yet. There's even a big bag lifter, but hey, pallet forks will do the job. Maybe those other ones will just make it a little easier. Now we got those two items there, and of course, get some sort of big bag of feed in here. I'm gonna try the one that I said, I think I got it, the one that says horse feed. We'll give that a go right now before I hook those forks up. I guess down here, big bags, possibly. Oh, it's showing NA right here. I guess some logo doesn't come in here. And this one has a horse on it. It just says oats underneath it. Maybe this is it right here too. Horse food. I'm assuming that's oats. Wow, that is pretty cheap. Oh, okay, it shows right here, 600 liters oats. And then this is 1,000 liters of oats. Oh wow, this is so much cheaper. Did not realize it'd be the cheaper. I say it's so much cheaper, so I can get 1,200 liters of oats for this less than 1,000 liters here. I will be going with this one. We'll buy 2 of these. I think it holds 10,000 liters. That would be 10,000 liters of food, so we got to do a mixture there. So let's get more. Try to go a good even split there. 4,800 here, and then probably another 4,800 of hay to get mixed in there. We won't be getting hay anytime soon. That's $5,400 right there. As far as we won't be getting hay, what I mean is we won't be getting hay off of our field anytime soon. Now we will be getting hay here because, ooh, what is miscellaneous? Bamboo bundle? Yeah, I went in and installed a few mods. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. Pretty cool though. Hay bales, hay bales, hay bales. There we go. Let's get some hay bales. These are usually the best price out there. 2.2 meters, 2.4 meters, 3,800. I think there's a base game option in here, or are they all modded? Looks like they're all modded. Oh wait, no, here we go. Here's the base game one. So 8,000 liters right here for $1,500 for hay. That is looking really good. Now the squares are going to have more than the rounds. So 8,000 liters for 1,500. What's these modded options I have here? Yeah, these are costing so much more money already right off the bat. So much more money, and getting nowhere near 8,000 liters. Wow, those are small. Maybe those are liftable possibly. Yeah, let's buy a couple of these. Oh, actually just one of them. That will do it because we need to split it. One of them's done. I'll put the horse feed in there first to take us up to almost 5,000 liters. And then I'll put in the hay bale to finish it off. You know, I thought I'd do that, but no. Looks like we're being called once again over to this harvester. Too easy though. That front compartment there is almost full. We got 15,462 liters in there. It's showing 97%. We also have more compartments to this. Now that middle compartment's not going to hold as much, but that back compartment I think actually holds more. Maybe we can get it all in one semi-load. If not, no big deal. That just equals a couple of trips. Looking at these forks, looking at these big bags, making me think I probably should have got a weight because I want to try to pick up as many as possible here. I'm thinking I might be able to grab 4 of them. I don't know if we'll be able to pick up 4 of them, but I might be able to get 4 of them on these forks here, possibly. Now, there's another option out there of getting a buy everything silo. I don't know if I'm ever going to go with that again. I might end up going with something like that on a different series. Sorry, just try to focus here. There we go. We got 2 of them there. Now the real question is, will this lift without a weight? And it is looking like a no, a big no. Okay, too easy. We'll, oh, hold on. Maybe it's going to work. I was saying too easy. We'll just end up going with a 2 at a time, but this might work. Just drag it right across. Let's see about getting it unloaded now. But yeah, like I was saying there, the buy everything silo, I don't know, it just seems too easy, and oh my gosh, that barely makes it through the door. I did not even think about that. We may end up having to get a skid steer. Probably not, because obviously this is working. And is this where the food goes? Nope. I think it's just where the bells go, or possibly where the straw goes. There's a very good possibility that is the straw one. Should just have the food delivered over here. Okay, barely making it out there. It was for sure scraping the top. Oh, those ones right in there. Let's take a look at that. Just walk underneath those forks. Nope, not letting me. Come on, show me the numbers. 30,000 liters of food. Oh my gosh, I thought it said 10,000 earlier. Yeah, we're nowhere near close to filling that up, but do we really need to fill it up? I noticed on FS22 the horses do not take much food or eat much food. I don't know if it's going to be the same on 25. Just don't know. I do know we're only going to have about a little over 10,000 liters of food there, though. Because I'm not buying any more right now. This stuff is expensive. I'd like to grow as much as possible. You know, there's one thing I never did. I never actually looked at what food went inside here. Let's see if the food actually goes here with this bell, or do I got to take it inside? It's kind of looking like I got to take it inside, yeah. Oh, wait, no, there it went. Okay, cool. Let's see what food they actually take and the ratios to it and everything like that. I'm just kind of going off of what I remember from FS22. Yes, looks like base food, which would be oats, is the 57%, and then the hay as well. Okay, so if we really want to get up there, we got to get some sort of root crop in there too. We may end up doing that at some point, but just not right now. Now, straw will be the next thing to add in there. Don't know if we necessarily need that. Does anybody know what that straw actually does? I mean, we'll put it in there, we'll keep it full and all that, but does anybody know what it actually does? I think the straw factor gets you manure possibly, but I did see there was a thing on there saying there was no manure heap nearby. Right here, no manure heap nearby. So maybe I'll place one down. I don't know what I'm gonna do with manure. Let's just keep harvesting away here, see if I can actually get this field done in this episode. Gosh, it has been a slow one. So many distractions, so much to do when you start up, right? And so little money because we're down to $7,400. Ooh. Gosh. Harvesting is all done over here on this field. That was pretty fast, I guess. Okay, this is oat. Oh, whoa. I should probably see about keeping some of this as extra. So I'll try to pay a little close attention to emptying it out. Maybe I'll get to keep some extra. That took us up to 80% on the harvesting scale, so maybe that little issue got fixed. I do remember there was issues once precision farming did first come out, and I think it's all going to fit inside this trailer. We got this back compartment kind of empty. Yeah, it's looking pretty empty back there. Let's get it all in here, take it over to the place we need to go to. While that's emptying out, let's figure out where in the world it needs to go to. And you know what? It'd probably be easier if I go in contracts, right? Oh my gosh, all the way up there to the north side of the map. That's a little bit of a drive. I could do it myself, or I could hire a worker. I think I'll do it myself though. Harvester stopped unloading, and looks like it all did fit in here with about 11% left to go. Really hope that 11% right there is not supposed to be there, as in the stuff off the tram lines. We'll see if it all sells off or not. Let's get over there, see how much money we can make from this contract. Maybe selling the extras too. I don't know. It's probably going to have very little left over, if there is any left over. But I will definitely try to stop it and keep as much extra as possible, especially since it's oats and we need oats for the horses. So I just drove by a, looks like a root crop field, kind of like this one on the left here, possibly carrots or something. I don't know what's in the ground there. And that got me thinking, those horses, they take root crops. And I was thinking, hey, give them some potatoes or something like that. But that reminds me, whenever we was looking at the horses, I saw they had a carrot option on there. So I think we're gonna have to get into carrot farming possibly. Not no potatoes, and oh, whoa. That's bouncing around. Okay. Good thing I didn't lose control and flip off the bridge there. Right here on the left is our sell point. Okay, there's two different sell points. I think one's for pallets and bells, possibly bells. And then this one over here is going to be our crop type, and I just took that little corner out right there. No destruction to it, though, man. That'd be really cool if they had, like, destruction to little things like that. Obviously, it'd probably repair itself after a while, I would think. And I don't know what compartment I'm currently selected on, and I'm not even sure if I can remember which one or how to switch this stuff over. I'm going to watch it kind of closely, see what can happen here. Percentage is going up. Props are going down. Not liking the ratio here as far as how much percent just went down there. And to switch this over, I think might be this button. Oh, hey, got it right. Sweet. Loving that. Should be the middle compartment. Yes, it is. Still pulling forward, though. I think there's 3 little things underneath here. Yeah, there is 3 little ones. So I think I still had to pull forward to get that rear one in there. Yeah, that's 90%. Yeah, 90%. Gosh dang. This is not looking good. So it's saying 52% transported for field 77. This back compartment held, I believe, like 48%. So, for example, whenever I got done filling up those front 2 ones, it said the capacity was like 48% left. So this is going to be really close whether it gives us enough or not. Come on, come on. I definitely don't think it's going to complete that right there. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. It is so close. Oh, okay. Ooh. Only $203 extra on that. Oh, man, I am sweating over here. Just like, well, I got a fan on, but that was crazy. I did mention earlier whether I want to keep that straw off there or not. I'm not going to. I'll just go ahead and collect this, get that $18,000, be done with this. Could have saved the equipment and used it for another harvesting one, but I'm not going to worry about that. There's one thing I don't like to do. I don't like to back out of the game file whenever there's a harvesting or a contract job going. And speaking of backing out of the game file, that means I am done with this episode. Episode 1 is all done here. We're going to try to beat Riverbend Springs here. Really no trying. I need to stop saying trying. We're going to beat Riverbend Springs here. And the way we're going to do it is as a horse farmer. I hope y'all really love that idea, enjoy that idea. Still trying to beat Riverbend Springs, and I got my pipe out here. The last episode I left y'all, I actually still had a little bit to harvest on the wheat field, but got it all done. So 38,065 liters sitting inside the harvester right now, plus 8,000 in the silo. We'll end up probably getting that sold off. Let's just get it unloaded first. Now, y'all may be noticing I am rocking a different color this time, not the John Deere shirt and hat this time around. I thought I'd change it up. I don't know, maybe go with a little Massey colors possibly. These are not Massey colors I'm wearing, but that's what I'm trying to represent. This is what I got. This is my only red shirt I have, and I got this red hat. I think it says something about Thor being the greatest Avenger or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to take it off. I'll blind y'all with my bald head. Well, it's not really bald, but it's going bald. My kids like to make fun of me, plus some other people on the internet make fun of me too. Oh, man. It's a hard life being on the internet, ain't it? Now, we actually got this field over here to harvest, so let's get that knocked out real quick. Don't know if I'm going to do it. I think, well, it's going to get done. I don't know if I'm going to do it myself. I think I might actually hire somebody to knock it out because we got other stuff to do. Let me get somebody hired up on this real quick. I'm going to use not Courseplay. I will use the actual AI worker, see how well they do there. Give them a little go, see what they do. There's no swath dropping with this. And are they not going? Oh, wait a second, I'm still in here. I got to hit the H button to hire a worker. May have hired them in the wrong direction, but they will not destroy any of the field as they drive there. All good. You run you do you. I'll probably have to come over there and empty you out every now and then or something. But what we need to focus on right now is getting something to pick up that straw over there on that wheat field in the background. And to do that, let's go ahead and buy something. I saw I have the shop deliveries mod set up over here. I don't know if I want to use that because what I'm about to buy is going to cost a lot of money. And looks like I do not have the speed override on either. It's all good. Yeah, let's get rid of that shop deliveries because I do not want to pay that percentage. Did that get rid of it? Not sure. I do see it on the ground still over here. That's not right. Let's see here. That's not how you get rid of it. That's how you not get rid of it. That's how you place it. What the heck how in the world do I get rid of it? Maybe I can't get rid of it. Just went through all the key bindings. Cannot find it. I'm sure I could probably find it on the internet somewhere. I'm not going to worry about looking that up. Let's just, I guess, use the shop deliveries mod, I guess. And I think some of this stuff is going to be in the way, so we'll just put it right over here in the middle of the field real quick. Call it good. Now, here's what I want to get. I want to get either this John Deere 8R or this case over here, maybe even a Fendt. Oh man, that actually goes up quite a bit more on horsepower. 517 horsepower, that's pretty cool. Plus it starts off pretty high at 396. I want to get like a forever tractor that we're going to run forever. Now, do we have enough money? No. Can I lease it? Possibly, probably not. I mean, the leasing's probably a ridiculous price. Let's see what this is. $19,000. Okay, guess I can lease it. Do I want to lease it? No, because we're just going to lose the money there. I want to actually buy it. To do that, we're going to take out a loan. So I got no rule against using loans, using leasing, or anything like that. Obviously, that would make it last longer, be harder. Well, not necessarily be too much harder. It would just make it last longer. That's it. Because we'd eventually get there. That is a given. No doubt about that. And now I'm thinking about this Massey. You know, I'm representing the Massey colors today. Well, kind of. Either the case or the Massey. I'm liking the price on the Massey. What are we looking at right here? Hold on. I think I might do it. Let's go US. I'll get that Zarabray thingy on it. Even though I'll probably never use this for that type of work. $307,000. I wonder if I can take out a loan for that. I'm not sure if I can or not. Oh, wheel weights as well. Always go with the wheel weights. That helps out quite a bit. So 312,000 is what we'll need. Yeah, let's go with that one. That's obviously a lot cheaper than the other options there, but it doesn't go up to the highest horsepower that I want it to. It goes up high enough though. Basically, I want something that's going to be able to plow, pull everything I could do, and that's good. Now, taking out a loan here. Let's see here. Oh, hey, we got honey. Okay. Didn't see that coming. But yeah, we got some honey, wheat, and seeds right there. Forgot about that. They gave us some wheat and seeds. Well, not the wheat, my bad. They didn't give us that. I mean, I harvested that, but the seeds, they gave us seeds. And what am I looking for? Oh, finances. There we go. Oh, crap. No. Yeah. No, I can't take out a loan. Oh, man, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay. It's leasing time. So in that case, we will definitely go with something smaller, but we'll still get the job done. Or not really smaller, but something cheaper. Now the Isaiah, now we're gonna skip over on that. So almost $300,000 for that, but it's $15,000 for leasing, and of course per day right there, base cost, whatever. So per day is almost 3,000. Work hours 6,200. Oh man, that is gonna go up because we're about to use this. We're gonna use it quite a bit. Now that ain't the only thing I need to lease. I actually need to lease something for. Oh, that was the wrong area. Something for picking up that draw. I'd like to buy this stuff. Gosh, I really thought I'd have enough capital in there to take out a loan. How is that not possible? Hold on. That just does not seem right because I got all these products out here. Not all these products, but I got all this equipment out here and it's worth nothing. Oh, wait a second. Hold on up here. I got a loan mod. That's what it is. Gosh, dang it. Maybe that's why it's shut down. So I could take out $431,000. Man, I just wasted that. Oh no. So if I take that out, that's going to be probably like mainly the cost. I'll just take out the whole max we could take out. Years, what's 4 years do? Let's do 5 years. That seems like a long time, right? But we can pay it off earlier. Really just want to keep those payments a little bit down. Of course, that's going to be more we're going to pay in the loan, obviously, right there. We can see we're going to pay back $470,000. Yeah, let's take that out real quick. Man, I messed up there. Let's possibly return that tractor and go ahead and buy us one so we ain't paying that leasing fee there every hour. Okay, what do we have here? 312,000. Okay, good. We can actually buy that. Definitely wasted some money there though with that lease. Gosh, cannot believe I did that. I mean, I guess I can. I guess I really can. We'll return this one. No big deal. Let's see a return. There we go. All done. Probably could have kept it and kind of double dipped into it a little bit there. Maybe used it on some contracts or something since I already had it. But no, even that hourly cost is a lot more than what we'd pay borrowing equipment. And okay, that's still going over there good. Now next up, what, $124,000 left over? Let's get something to pick up that straw. And I want it to be something permanent because we're going to be planting oats, dropping straw, picking up the straw, stuff like that. So it's something we're just going to actually buy and keep. Now, does it need to be anything big and fancy? No. 103,000 there. I don't want to spend that much. Let's just get this one right here. Obviously, I didn't need that big tractor for this, but I do need the big tractor for a plow of some sort. So we will start with this. Silage additive. I think that works on hay. So let's get it because we will need one for hay or grass later on. We could always upgrade later. Let's buy that for $32,000. We'll probably run the John Deere with this one. Now there's one more thing we're going to buy too. Also, we have a Challenger out there too I haven't messed with yet. But there's one more thing we are going to buy, which is a plow. Let's get that plow. Now, it's not a cheaty plow or anything like that, I would say. I try to keep it somewhat realistic. I mean, we got these base game plows over here. I just don't like using those angled ones. Obviously, they require a lot of horsepower, but we have the horsepower for it, and they're only 6 meters. I mean, maybe I should go up here. What is this, 26 meters? Nah, I ain't gonna do that this time around. Or am I? We'll see how big some of these fields get. Maybe I will. Let's just go ahead and go with this one. I'm actually going to bump it up 12 meters though. Maybe that is a little cheaty. I don't know. Let's get. I'd like to think there's a good 12 meter plow there somewhere. And oh, hey, it stayed red too. Didn't really think about that part, but all good. Let's get this Massey here, the plow off on one of our other fields. Go ahead and start plowing that up. There shouldn't be anything out on that other field we have. We haven't seen it yet. Haven't taken that little trip over there. And while the worker's running the plow, I'll go through picking up the straw. I don't know if I hire a worker to pick up the straw. So I'm kind of forced to do that myself. And I don't think I'll use the John Deere. I'll probably use the Challenger for that. Here's the field I was talking about. Field number 2 on the map. Now, of course, my face is probably going to be in the way. What do y'all think about that little face cam being on there? Let me know in the comments, please. Keep it. Take it off. I'm ugly. You don't want to see me. Something like that. Let me know in the comments. Really do appreciate that feedback. Just a little extra work to get that in there. Really not too much extra work, but I think it's a cool little touch, especially with the way AI is taking over everything. And honestly, don't know what's real half the time anymore. And to be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe I can make a better looking AI person than myself. Let's see here. AI worker right here. Speaking of AI, there we go. Let's put that on there. Why am I not seeing any lines? Will it not work? Hold on, let's just hit the worker. Worker's gonna go, I think, possibly. While that's going away, we're gonna take care of the straw. Let's just leave it, see what happens. Here's our Challenger. I don't think I'm hooked up to anything here. I guess we had some sort of cultivator plow thing right here. We can get that taken into town and sold off. You know, I actually don't have to go all the way into town. I do have that mobile mechanic mod, which will allow me to sell it here, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, basically, hey, you place an ad here, come pick it up, something like that, maybe. Ain't a bad idea. That way I got kind of played off as realistic, right? Yeah, we'll repair, repaint that. John Deere, something, whatever it is. Cultivator plow, I don't know, $4,400. Holy cow, man. That thing's worth like nothing. I guess the 66.3 hours on it's really, really not good. I guess I'll get it sold off just so I don't have it laying around the farm. Maybe I should have kept it. Guess there's one thing I am forgetting to put inside this thing. That is the silage additive. Now, am I really forgetting it? Yes, kind of, but do I need it? No, I don't. I forgot that I took it. I jumped in. I was like, oh, wait, hey, silage additives. And then I realized, I don't need it. Not for straw. And I'm not even sure if it works for hay. It's an option. It's there. Should give us a little bit of a boost. Probably make up the boost from what I actually run over, too, as I pick it up. Going away here, picking up the straw. I'm looking at my money there. $72,000 in the top right. That's good, I guess. But it needs to keep going up, or it needs to keep having the possibility of going up. What I mean by that is I should probably get another contract out there. I don't know if these contracts refresh or anything anytime you back out and come back in. So it should be the same ones we saw last episode. Let's see here. I'll jump in here. Hey, there's a bell wrapping one. I don't know if that was there last time, but it doesn't pay very much at all. And I don't know if that little bell wrapper in that telehandler will actually work with Courseplay. So I'm definitely staying away from that. But we got a big harvesting job out there as well for 88 or farmland 88. But it pays $15,000, $1,600 on the leasing. Pretty good. Even a hoeing job out there too on 87. I think we might stay away from the harvesting for now because, man, that almost gave me a heart attack how close it was last episode. Yeah, let's stay away from that. Let's get into some hoeing. Maybe knock out all these hoeing contracts. We'll start with 87. Lease the equipment for 87 for $959, and then go from 87 down the line with next paying one, and just kind of drive over there or jump over there. Let's see here, field 87. Let's jump over there real quick. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about by jumping over there. Come on, where's 87? Should be over here, right? Oh, there it is right there. Visit. Looks a little different. Yeah, now we'll drop our little shop deliveries thing there. Can't see it, but you should have heard a click there. And then we'll go ahead and accept, borrow items. So all 3 of those items are going to come in. Sometimes I wonder, do I really need that weight? I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and throw it on there. We'll jump in our stuff here, set up a little horseplay here. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Okay, hoeing is currently at 91%. I'm a little confused on that, so this might be done a lot faster, possibly. That's not looking right. I'll let it run its course, see what happens though, and I guess if it completes it faster, it completes it faster. I guess I'll take a little advantage of that mess up. You know, I don't even know if I'm gonna let it run its course. I'll just drop it and see if it runs right now. So we'll drop that down right there. I don't know if I gotta turn it on. No, it doesn't look like there is any turn on options. And we'll see if this is even doing anything. I see some weeds sticking up. Okay, there it goes. The weeds are going away now. I just don't know if it's gonna take it up from that 91% even any higher. Well, okay, it's not doing anything. So it probably has to build up to that 91% and then finish it out. That's all good. Let's get a worker out there. Might run a course play. It should go faster if I do run a course play, so yeah, I'll set it up on a course play. What I mean by it's going to run faster or might run faster is the fact that the edges are rounded, so it's not constantly stopping, backing up, repositioning itself. It's just going to make that corner keep going. I'm not going to worry about making any adjustments to the speed. It's already going pretty darn fast. Holy cow, and I ain't even got that real speed mod on. I guess it can go up to 32 miles an hour. Oh, there we go. We're up to 92%. Okay, so it might not even have to do the whole field. I'll just let it go while I continue picking up straw here and get these over to the horses. I think this stuff has to actually go inside the building, I believe. I don't even know why I'm going to try to dump it off here where the food is. I'll see if it gives me the trigger option. Most likely not. Nope, not looking like it. Okay, let's loop around here, come in from this other direction, and see if I can get it to fit in that area. It's going to be a tight fit. I don't know if this tractor's too tall or not. I know our John Deere was really, really close. It was scraping the top. And oh, whoa, man, this thing is too big. Okay, John Deere it is. That's not good. I mean, really no big deal. It's not like this forage wagon requires much horsepower to begin with. I was just trying to use something a little different here. Oh, hey, there we go. Looks like the Massey Ferguson harvester is all done. 6,584 liters of canola, which will be sold off eventually. No big hurry there. I got more of a hurry for getting the straw off the ground here, so we can go ahead and combine some fields over here. As I'm driving up beside this forage wagon, I'm noticing maybe the forage wagon might be too tall because I think it's a little taller than this tractor. Yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens as I try to drive in there. Another issue we may be seeing is it's just not going to fit, and I'm going to end up having to do something different here. Could be a possibility of bells. Okay, there it goes. That's sliding in there. It's barely making it with the tractor. Looks like we got a worker D has completed their task in the top right there. I'm thinking that was the plowing job we had going on. Okay, let's see here. Oh, whoa, it is definitely struggling. Okay, yeah, we are caught up there. That's not good. Maybe if I go faster? Yeah, always just go faster. That seems to do it, right? Oh, actually, it almost did do it. Ah, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea getting this horse barn. Somebody make the doors taller. Nah, we'll just get more and more speed, then it should do the job, possibly. Oh, there it goes. Oh, okay, pulled right through. Perfect. Now it's going to be a hard time getting it out of here. But yeah, no, some straw bales are definitely sounding like a pretty good idea, and I'm not... Oh, there it is. I wasn't seeing it for a second there, but it barely popped in. Perfect. Dump that straw in there. Come on. Yes, it is working. I believe it takes 30,000 liters. And how much did we have in there? Like 15,000 something, I think? Right around 15. So another trailer full, and then the rest of it's just going to go into storage. I try to be very, very efficient with all the work I do here. And I was going to just go ahead and knock this out, then plow up these fields over here. But I'm looking over there, seeing that field freshly plowed. And I'm like, hey, we got to do something else to that field. And the next thing up is probably liming and then planting. I like to do it in that order. That way I can see where the planter missed. But we'll come over here and it even needs lime as well. But I want to come into this map view and see if it missed any parts in that area. That will definitely show in an easy way to look. Let's see here. It needs plowing. Nope. All good. I think it would show on there if it did miss any. Looks like it did not miss any. And we'll get this John Deere off the field, and I'll use the Challenger. Yeah, the Challenger. I'll use that for the lineman, but I think we got to buy something for that lineman first. Going through the list of vehicles we own here, seeing if there's anything in here that will allow us to lay down some lime, and I am not seeing it. Nope, but we do have something for planting, and I will probably just end up sticking with that one planter right there, no matter the time it takes. Yeah, I say that. No matter the time it takes. It's going to take a while probably. I do like this planter. I mean, 4.6 meters, not big, but it's got seed and fertilizer option. Yeah, no, not seeing anything. Time to buy something. I already put down the shop deliveries right here in front of me. It was over on another map. And let's see here, where is this stuff? Manure spreader. Maybe we can get into that if I get a manure heap and start getting some manure from the horses. Not a bad idea. Try to kind of recycle what we got. You know, that was always a series idea I've always wanted to try, was being 100% like reliable on the farm or living off the land. Basically, I cannot go to the store to buy anything, maybe just equipment. But the real idea would be how you start with enough equipment, you're good, you don't need to buy any equipment. But yeah, no, you need a bunch of mods, basically make your fertilizer, make your lime, stuff like that. And hold on, let's see here, what am I looking for? There we go, fertilizer spreader. Ooh, hey, we get a Colossus one. Nah, we'll stay away from that for now. Probably end up gonna have to go with this one right here because it does both lime and fertilizer. I won't need the fertilizer quite yet. I guess I will need a fertilizer later on. Okay, just trying to figure out some other ones. It's only 3,200 liters. That's 14,000 liters. Yeah, once I upgrade it, of course, it's 14,000 liters. So let's put that extension on there, big. We'll leave the wheel set up. Let's go over here to 6-meter spreading disc. Okay, $55,000. Oh man, we are definitely out of money. I'm glad I decided to get that worker out there and going, because we're gonna see that money go up a little bit. Not much, just a little, but a little bit helps, right? Just a little bit helps. Oh, Plains and Prairie pack. Hello. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe I should have went with the Colossus one. Oh, hey, this is pretty cool. This one does manure, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should have went with it. $20,000, not bad, and I could have kept it like a realistic size. What do we got here in sizes capacity? We could go 2 times. What is that, 20,000? Yeah, that would have been realistic-ish. I mean, 4 times? Yeah, definitely don't need to go that high. 100,000? I mean, we could go that high, and that would save on a lot of time. Ooh, man, delivery costs $1,400. Getting up there. I did forget to buy something while I was in there, because not only do we need that, we also need the lime to go with it. And we are going to blow through a lot of lime. I don't want to drop the bags here quite yet. I feel like that's going to kind of be in the way if I drop them here on the field. I don't know if I'll get over here anytime soon. So let's drop the bags kind of over here. A little delivery. I don't even know how to turn off the shop deliveries. I thought it was Shift-Alt-R, but that doesn't seem to be working. Hey, you finished working the top left. That's pretty nice. That popped up last second as I jumped in here. Lime. Lime is cheap. What is that, 450? I ain't got anything else in here, do I? I got some different hand liftable stuff in here I was thinking about trying out. Maybe get a little role play into some of these episodes here and there, possibly. But now we'll go with this. We'll buy a bunch of them. What is that, 16,000 liters? I think that's actually what this holds, $3,600. Okay, well, I guess we're getting lime money here. Lime money off these contracts. And we'll jump up here, finished work. And that is done in the top right as well as far as the contract goes. Let's jump back into our contracts, go ahead and accept another one. Just don't know if I want to take that weight with me. Maybe I'll make the drive over there instead of jumping over there with the equipment. And we'll try to find one close to 88 as well. So looking into hoeing here, oh, we got 30, 50. I guess none of these are really close. Okay, we'll just work our way down, go to 50. We'll accept the contract, not borrow it, and then we'll drive over there, I guess. I don't know if I'll make the drive. Maybe I'll hire an AI worker to do it. That's actually a pretty cool thing that they got in the base game here. It works really good, to be honest with you there. Let's see here. We can go to create a job. We need to go over to 50, right? Is that what that said? Should be flashing for me. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I think it should start up where we are. Oh, I got to select a vehicle. See if I know how to do this correctly. I think that's a vehicle right there. Let's create a job. That's the follow me mod. That's a mod I got for PC only, so ignore that. Field work. Go to, there we go. I believe this is a base game. I mean, it works really good, put it that way. And then we'll start job. Should get moving from there, find its way off the field, hopefully. Now, there may be some issues with traffic, possibly. You gotta move, man? Oh, no. That AI worker blocked by an object. Oh, wait, not this one, right? Wait, what AI worker blocked by an object? Oh, man, I left that John Deere. No, that ain't it. In other news, that new field does say 92% once again. Maybe that's to combat the issue with the whole tram lines in there. And I still haven't figured out how to turn those tram lines off. I'm not really recording far ahead or anything like that. I'm just ahead of episode here, I guess. First episode hasn't came out yet. Should be out in about 2 days, I believe, from whenever I'm recording this. Oh, dang. I just realized there's something else I want to do over here. Pick up those stones. Yeah, no, we ain't got the money to buy a stone picker, but we'll definitely get one leased. Yeah, let's just set this little trailer spreader thinger off to the side here. Thinger? Did I say thinger? Thingy is what I meant to say, but thinger. Okay. My bad. But yeah, let's set this off to the side here. I believe this road's not even used by AI, so it's not going to be in the way. We'll lease a stone picker. Now, I believe just near this field actually is a place for stones to go. We'll probably just sell off there until a later time. With this being a grass field, I want to get it done perfectly with no issues. Stones really don't cause much of an issue. And the more I'm thinking about it, yeah, let's not waste our money on it. No. I love picking up the stone parts. Honestly, I think it might be like childhood trauma because I've spent a lot of time picking up rocks. A lot of time picking up rocks. I say childhood trauma, I'm just joking with y'all, but yeah, no, I definitely did spend a lot of time picking up rocks living out in the country and stuff. Before we could do some mowing and tearing up blades and everything, we had to pick up a bunch of rocks, me and my dad. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started up here. I do see a AI worker I has completed their task. Okay, pretty cool. I think that's gonna be our one that was driving over. Oh, sweet, they did make it over here, no issue. I didn't get stopped by traffic or anything. I left the traffic on, did not turn that off. I would think they probably drive correctly and obey all traffic signs, I would think. And I don't even want to waste time starting up a horseplay. I mean, it doesn't take too long, but it's too easy to just hit the letter H on my keyboard and let this worker go. Now, all three of these fields over here, I do want to end up combining, but until I get time to run this myself, I will go ahead and hire a worker to do the smaller parts on the field here. Hopefully that gets the job done with no issue. What I usually like to do is, besides run super fast, what I usually like to do is combine these fields and then hire a worker to do the whole entire big part of it. But I think doing a little pieces here and there might work out pretty good. I don't know. The only negative part I see about it is the fact that I'm gonna have to come back through and touch it out myself if the AI worker does not get through all three of the fields. Well, I guess I could just run them through all three of the fields and then I combine them. Yeah, maybe I'm just overthinking things. And I mean, why use AI all the time, right? Nah, like I said, I like to get stuff going fast. Knocking it out, keep multitasking over and over and over again. I'm actually thinking about ways I could probably get some of that crop loaded up and get sold off. Just don't quite have a free tractor right now though. Second forage wagon here full, and yes, there will be a little bit left over if this one does hold 30,000 liters, but we got to get some speed up to shoot through here. Oh man. Yeah, let's just ignore that. That was an accident, but yeah. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, barely made it through there, I guess. It got caught pretty bad trying to go out that door as well. I don't know, maybe some of these other doors will do better, because I believe they're both sliding doors, the ones I'm trying to drive through. That one up ahead, sliding door? I know this one right beside me is not a sliding door, it's a double door open thing. But yeah, just a little bit left on the field. We'll go back, pick that up. I don't know where this can store, but it can definitely stay inside this trailer because we're not gonna need this trailer anytime soon. And I think they might go through the straw pretty fast. Well, let's just put it this way. I don't know how fast they're gonna go through it, but I do think they will use enough for me to empty this out before I gotta do a grass harvest. Yep, flipping the top there. Is that a sliding door too? That is a sliding door. Maybe those double doors will do a little better. Might give that a try next time around. I don't know. It's just a complete mess with that little setup there. Just got a notification, worker done, contract finished in the top right there. I don't know if they're doing the whole field or not. Let's jump over here. Oh, they're still going. Okay. A little confused on the route they're going, especially if this is a headland here. Go ahead and stop this worker real quick. Oh, wait, the worker that was done was a different worker. That was maybe this one. Yeah, gosh, we got a bunch of workers done here. Let's tab back over to this one though, and we'll fold that up and get it heading over to the next field that we need to do. One thing I do need to pay attention to is not driving back and forth across the map over and over and over again. Try to do the ones that are close. And this is actually working out pretty good. I was going from the highest paying to the lowest paying. The way I'm seeing this is it's actually looking like a circular loop almost. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so next up is 30, 16, and 9. Let's look at that on a bigger map scale. 30, 16, and 9. Here, 30 right here. 16 right here. 9 right here. So just a big loop because we started down here, I believe, at 87, I believe. And then we looped around up here to 50. Yeah, did not plan that well, but it's working out that well. Yeah, that's one thing I was just trying to say there is like, hey, don't waste your time driving all the way across the map, then all the way back across the map. Stuff like that. Try to plan it out a little more efficiently, or just play it however the heck you want to. I don't really care. Let's accept that contract, get over there to 30 and get it going. I'm a little confused here. I guess there's not a way to see the lime on it, because I am not seeing that anywhere. Am I just straight up missing that? Nothing on here showing, hey, needs lime, needs plow, needs rolling, mulch, stones, watered. Okay. Kind of interesting there. I was hoping to see what got missed as far as the lime here. I do see a few pieces on the edge that may have got missed, but it's all good. I'll leave it. And quite a bit of lime left over. I was not expecting that. This thing usually blows through lime, but that definitely did not this time around. We do have another 1,000 or 2,000 liter bag. So let's just say a big bag. We have one more big bag sitting over there that got delivered. We'll probably get that loaded up and then, of course, continue over here with some planting. We only got one planter, so I need to get that planter out there going because I don't want to have to be waiting on that planter next time around. And I believe, yep, still more straw to pick up, more fields to plow. It's never ending. Trying to move so many pieces around here like a chessboard. Does that make sense? Moving a bunch of pieces around on a chessboard all at once, right? No? I guess you got to wait your turn, right? I don't know what I say half the time, to be honest with y'all. Oh man, that's not looking good money-wise. Couple reasons why here. 2 reasons, I believe. This planter, I don't think has a fertilizer attachment to it, and that's one thing I always do is a fertilizer attachment. Don't want to waste a extra step, or don't want to waste time doing an extra step. So we got to put that on. I believe it's like $5,000. I've done it so much with this planter. I've added it to it. At least we got 1,000 liters of seeds there. Oh, what the heck? I got caught right there. So that 1,000 liters of seeds should do the job for planting the grass. But we need to get something changed up here. And oh man, please don't lose those seeds as I do this little customization here. I'm a little worried on that one. So we'll add that for 5 grand. Gosh dang. That's looking ridiculous. There that goes, 5 grand. I think it's still saying there's 1,000 liters in there. Yes, there is. Perfect. Let's get a little shop delivery here. Buy us some fertilizer, which is pretty darn expensive as well. But grass does not use much fertilizer for all. So 1 big bag should do it. Hopefully. I mean, that's all the money I got there almost. Guess I could buy 1 more big bag. We do have some contracts out there that we can go ahead and finish out and accept the payments from. So I could do that anytime I need to. But we're definitely running out of money and our loan's already maxed. Oh, whoa, this only holds about half that bag. Wasn't expecting that part. Yeah, let's get that changed over to grass. Get our field over here across the street planted up with some grass. That way we could eventually turn that into hay for the horses, because hay is for horses. I'm sure y'all may have heard that a time or two. All done picking up the straw. We got 7,657 liters left over. And money, really bad up there in the top right. Can't take out any more loans. We got to get some more coming in. One of the things I usually like to do to make more money in a pinch is sell the harvester. But we cannot do that because we need it for oats. Yeah, normally that's something I just sell off because I'm usually doing grass at that point. And I mean, we got those grass fields going in, and of course this can't go in here. I didn't think it would, but I had to give it a try. Let's just pull this through the barn, store it here. Guess I could store it inside the barn with the horses, but this works in here. Yeah, no, I can't sell that off. I gotta use it. Gotta use it. Now we're done with this tractor, done with that forage wagon. Let me jump in our big old Massey Ferguson, start plowing up some fields. I got no other work to do except for plow some fields, so I'll be doing this myself. Another contract done here. Let's get 1 more added in here. And I believe we would be at our max right now. 3 of them, I think, is the max for base game, but I think I can go higher than that. Let's find out real quick. And oh, hey, mowing job's coming in. Ooh, that's a good looking one. That's a real good looking one right there. 11 grand. Oh, that's nice. May end up starting that one up too. But back to hoeing. There we go, right there. 16. Let's go ahead and accept that contract. Yep, contract successfully started. And we'll get over there and get that going. All done with plowing up the fields. This one in the middle right here, directly in front of me, that was already plowed, so I didn't have to do that one. Now it's time to combine the fields. I was thinking about keeping them separate, That way I kind of separate some of the field work, like get some harvested, start picking up the straw, and then move on to the next stage. So I kind of like, I don't know, spread out the work a little bit. But then again, it's just like, nah, I feel like that'd be kind of a waste. Let's turn on create a field here. Got to back up just a little bit. Come on, give me something good. Looks pretty straight for me. Let's move forward. Line it up at the next end pretty good. Do it one more time on the way down on that other strip, and this field's done with plowing. Next thing up is liming. And we'll probably have to use this Massey for that because Challenger's a little busy doing some planting. Did I buy this plow or did I lease it? That's the question to ask now that I'm done with it. Sure, hope I didn't buy it. I think I did though. Let's see here, repair, repaint options. Sell option is there. Yes, I did buy it. Well, I guess we're stuck with a plow now. Maybe some plowing contracts will come in over the winter months and we could utilize it to make some money. And whoa, this thing's a little tall for that barn. I think it's a little tall over here as well. So it's just sitting out here on the ground for now. Oh, don't unfold, my bad. Definitely don't want to lower it. I still got creative field on. That could be bad. Just realized I probably should have changed out my outfit today too on my character here to go with the whole Massey Ferguson theme. Huh. My bad. Too late now. Just got a notification that this job over here is all done, and I feel like, I don't know, I keep catching these workers on the headlands here. I feel like it's not done, but also now that I think about it more, it might start up on the headlands first. You know, we can see that right here. Let's see here. Work the headlands on. Yeah, start with up downs. Okay, so they're finishing on the headlands, so I don't feel too bad now. I was just thinking maybe they're doing the headland and it's done. Oh man, we got a tank empty over there too. And that's gonna be the lime. Out of money though. I don't think we can buy much more lime. Let's make that money real quick. We got 4 contracts here to complete. What do we got right now? $2,700. This one right here is $2,300 and some change. This one's $37 and some change, along with $49 and some change, and along with $58 and some change. Say $89 right there, some change, right? Taking us up to $19,000. Whoa, that's pretty good. Not gonna last long. All the fertilizer's all out over here. Maybe this is the one I was talking about. I thought it was saying the lime was out. Okay. Well, I tell you what, we definitely did run out of money. We ran all out of money. Now we got that built back up just a little bit, and I got a feeling it's just gonna keep going down, up, over and over again until we get done here. And there's something very weird going on right now. I see a worker on field number 3. What in the world? I didn't hire a worker. I just jumped back in. I guess the worker picks up where they left off. I did not know that. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that is actually really cool. Okay, surprise on that one. But yeah, welcome back in, everybody. We're here on episode 3 on Riverbend Springs, trying to get this map beat as horse farmers. And the more I think about it, the more I realize that seems like a very, very bad idea. I don't think these horses are very profitable. So we're probably going to be making most of our money from oats and grass. Yeah, leftover grass, leftover oats. We'll see what happens there, I guess. Maybe once we get into like 1,000 horses, maybe it's profitable, but that would be ridiculous, right? Good thing I ain't got to ride them. Let's go ahead and start this one back up over here. I did have to stop it at the end there and do a little refill on it. And I am very interested in a couple of contracts. There's some grass ones out there, mowing ones to be exact. I think this is where it was at. Is it going to start up where it was at? Nope, doesn't look like it. I do not know what it is doing. We'll see what happens, I guess, possibly. I don't know where the heck this thing is going. Where are you going? I'm pretty sure you were not right there whenever you stopped last time, but it does kind of look like it was there. No, you just placed it there. Okay, okay. I guess you're not too far off, because I think you're gonna head to the headlands possibly. I could have sworn they were over there, that other one. But oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Just let it go. See what happens. See what kind of trouble it gets into. And then we're gonna look into some contracts. Yes, some more and more contracts. We need some money, unfortunately, and this is an easy way of making some money. And mowing, I was really excited about these at the end of the last episode, seeing these pop in. We got 84 here, get a big old mower leased up, take that one from 84 over to 45 as well, and make us some money. Oh, whoa, that's right across the river. That is pretty nice. I am liking that. So let's go ahead and jump over to field 84 and get that stuff set up. I'm still a little confused with what this worker's doing. I just hope it's not going to waste a bunch of materials. Part of this contracts mod I use, which should be from Game Enjoy, I can't remember the exact name of the mod, but part of it does give you the fertilizing equipment or spraying equipment, stuff like that. For example, once I look into these fertilizing jobs, where the heck are they? Right here, it gives you the actual fertilizer. Now down here at the spraying ones, I'm kind of interested in a few because, I mean, this one's almost $10,000. I've never actually done one whenever it gives you the stuff. From what I heard, I think you get extra off of it. Like, you get to keep the extra spray stuff as long as you take it out and sell it back or do whatever you want with it. So let's give that a go as well. Farmland 38 we will give a go and probably use all the extras. I don't know if there's going to be any extras, to be honest with you. I think it'd probably just be more of a better idea if we just borrow each item for each field. Which is not too bad of an idea, I guess, especially if you get some extras out of it. All topped off on this John Deere sprayer here. I don't know if it's one of those ones that do the whole spot spraying. I mean, I guess the spot spraying kind of came in with precision farming, I believe, if I can remember that correctly. And I'm not quite seeing anything on the left side that does say anything about spot spraying. Maybe it would say it once it gets it all opened up, or maybe it just does it automatically. I think it did do it automatically, actually, and it would say whenever you would buy the piece of equipment. So hopefully this does do the spot spraying, and that would save a lot of herbicide left over. Now, I don't think I'm going to sell the herbicide. I might end up just keeping it and using it on the farm. Now, how do I tell if the spot spraying is working if this thing does have spot spraying? Usually you can see it, but not with a field like this. I'm not seeing that. And I don't know, actually, I think I do see it kind of. I see little specks popping in and out here. And it looks like it's flashing there. So yeah, that definitely is a spot spray. That is pretty cool. That's going to cut down on exactly how much gets used. And we still have a little bit left over in a container sitting off on the side of the field. Yeah, this is definitely going to have quite a bit left over. I'm going to go ahead and do it. This whole harvesting job here, $15,000 for this job. Yeah, I don't know. The last one did stress me out pretty bad, how close it was. Hopefully this one actually finishes. The last one did finish. It barely finished, let's put it that way. So I am a little worried about this, but it seems like all those bugs and issues got fixed. We'll borrow these items right here. Got a bunch of John Deere stuff. It would be nice if we had like a semi with a semi trailer for the crop, but nah, it's all good. We got a nice little tractor, big oak apartment thing over there, and we're right across the field that we need to do. So let's get it done. We do have 3 contracts up there in the top right going off and being pretty busy there, and I'd like to get some more, but I still got to take care of our field over here. I think we're actually done because what we're going to do on this large field here is plant oats, and I don't know when oats are going in the ground, so let's take a quick peek at that. Oatsy, oatsy, where you at? Oatsy, oatsy, where you at? Can I just not read? Oh, wait, there it is right there. I guess I can't read. Now, right now is harvest time for oats. And that explains one of the oat fields we're harvesting, I think. But then March and April is planting time, so that's gonna be a little while before we can plant there. This field's good to go and all done. Probably could end up getting a rock picker. I think we're actually done with all our field work. We're ready to skip into the next month here, and we will do that once we finish up these contracts. I was gonna try to move on to more contracts, but I didn't realize how close we were to done, so once we're done with our field work, I'm going to stop the contracts and move on. Now, of course, I do need to worry about monthly costs and all that stuff. I'm just not too sure how much all these monthly costs are going to be. I try to get some sort of generator generally to counterbalance those monthly costs. And I mean, we have that loan out there. That's definitely going to eat away a little bit each month. I think like $6,000, $7,000. Okay, I guess I was off a little bit there. It's actually almost $8,000 a month. And do we got enough to survive till March? Doesn't look like it. But I do believe we're going to end up doing a grass harvest as well. August, September, October, November. Yeah, probably November. November should be the last month for a grass harvest. And holy cow, it needs to be unloaded already? Oh wait, what is that? Is that the harvester? Jeez. Don't you make a headland? Okay, that's fast. Let me get this thing unloaded. Doing a quick overview of field number 2 here. It looks like all of field number 2 is planted now with grass. That is perfect. All done there. I guess the next thing we can do is roll, and with it being grass, I try to do everything I possibly can to make it the best yield. So rolling is definitely something we're going to do here, and that is something I'm not going to buy. I'm just going to lease it. As far as crops go, like the oats, I don't think I'll be rolling that all the time because it's only like a 1 or 2% bonus. And maybe I should. I don't know, but let's get something leased it and then roll that down because I still got a little while before we can even go into next month. And the more I'm thinking about it, I might just stay here doing contracts because we need a lot of money, especially to get that mowing equipment by November. Got a couple options here for rollers. Love this really cheap option right here. Thinking about buying it. 5.2 meters wide. We got time to waste, and that could probably do it, but I mean, who likes to waste time, right? There's also this big mega roller here that we could pull out and do, but I don't know. I'm actually thinking maybe just buy this one. $3,100, that is cheap. And then of course, if you want to get a little cheaty with it, or very, very cheaty with it, there's an invisible roller over here. This thing is amazing. I guess it says 18 meters wide. I could have sworn it was a lot wider than that. I thought there was a 50 meter option. You know, let's check it out real quick. Oh, hey, working with 50 meters. Yes. I used that once before a while back. Quite a while back. I think I used it. Oh, wait. No, maybe I never used it. Maybe I used it for something else. I don't know. I used it once for something. Maybe a test or something like that. And yeah, it's pretty cool, but just really, really cheaty. So we're actually going to go with this 5.2 meters wide. We'll just straight up buy it. $3,100. This is going to be our forever roller. Maybe I will roll the fields more. And then, of course, once we get into the larger fields, I want to get a larger roller to get it done faster. But I'm really not too worried about speed right now. I'll just go ahead and set it up for a worker to do this, knock this out, because that mowing's about done. And I might as well go ahead and work on some more contracts, trying to get more and more money. Let's see if we can get up over $100,000 this month, this episode, because we're definitely going to need it, and that's not even going to be enough. I'm a little concerned here. It doesn't look like it's actually doing anything. The state of the field doesn't appear to be changing much. I don't know. I see some rocks disappearing as it's like rolling the rocks into the ground. So, okay, there's a difference once I look this way. That is another thing I noticed as well. The different directions you look on the field with the way the sun's positioned, you could tell where the lines are a little bit easier. There we go. Perfect. Liking that. I do see some spots that I did miss down here. Yeah, I'll probably go over that and touch that up at the end. Maybe. Well, with it being a grass field, I'm sure I will. But we can actually see that a lot easier inside here somewhere, whereas it needs rolling. There it is. I can see those spots that I got missed. Even got a little corner action going over there being missed. That little corner part, I don't even think I'm going to be harvesting the corner part, because once I get a mower set up, it's going to be on a rounded edge already. Needs to be unloaded again. There we go. And I'm also seeing that mower one disappear on the top right as well. So I'll jump over there here in a minute once I take care of this. And then we'll get that mower one off to another field, because that $100,000 goal is actually sounding like a really good idea. Next up for mowing is going to be field 45. Then looks like a field 12 came in. I can see that off to the left side over here. So just right there. That's pretty good. Let's cross the river real quick, hit up 45, then hit up 12, and I don't know about 34. I mean, I guess we could do 34 right there. It's just easy. $801. That should be done pretty fast. They should make a way for you to call this ferry before you even get over here, because I always hate having to wait for this. And I think I hit the right button. Let's see here. I did see a little arm go down over there. So yeah, I should be coming over this way in a second. Yep, just sitting here awaiting. It gets even worse once the barges go through, because then you got to wait for them. I was trying to think of ways to make it a little bit easier to call the ferry over before I even get there. And I was thinking maybe leave a vehicle here where I could jump over to the vehicle. And then I was like, wait a second, maybe they already have a jump point over here. But there is no jump point over here. What I'm talking about jump point is something like this right here, where I could visit the gas station or visit the vehicle shop. I was hoping one of them would say ferry on it. I guess there is this dairy right here I could jump to and then run over there. And I can run super fast. I turn that super speed on all the time with the running part. I don't know, I just kind of like it, like moving a little fast, if y'all can't tell. And then we can just jump across the water, swim. Wait a second, I forgot there's a third-person camera thing. Oh my gosh, the barge! I believe this is going to be the third time I'm unloading this harvester here, and we're at 66%. So if this is the third time, that should take us up to 99%. And looks like we're gonna have to come back for some more. Let's find out where this stuff needs to go. Probably all the way to the north side of the map. That seems like that's the normal sell area for all this stuff. Look in here. Where you at? Right there. Okay, cool. Where do you gotta go? Deliver to the selling location. Oh, okay, it's not even the north side. To the center. Not too far. A little bit of a drive, swirly drive. I'll try to figure that out and go get this stuff delivered. You gotta be kidding me. That whole percentage thing is driving me crazy now, because I got 33%, got 66%, should have been 99%, but no, they want to give me 97%. And am I driving the right way? I sure hope so. You know, speaking of driving the right way and all that good stuff, wage payments, holy cow, almost $6,000. This might not be worth it with all these workers. But no, speaking of driving the right way, I love this map option they have here, and I hate how slow we're going, 9 miles an hour. I guess this is kind of heavy going up a hill. But yeah, no, this map option where you can just open it a lot bigger in the mini map area, see the whole thing. This is amazing. There's some games out there that need a mini map that don't have a mini map, and then this game has a mini map, and then it takes it even further than a mini map and makes it a full map. That is really cool. Love that. That is awesome. And whenever I was saying games that need one, Snowrunner, the Roadcraft, you know, games like that. I don't know if I did that nonchalantly or not. Okay, I think I just saw something cool driving by here. Check out this mailbox. Yeah, sorry, little postman. But yeah, check out this freaking mailbox. That is so cool. That would go so well with this whole series idea I got going on here. Oh, what? There's actually a horse farm thing already over here? Oh, man, I did not know that. That is pretty cool. And what in the world is this building? Hold on. Sorry, I get easily distracted here. It's like a play area for horses or something. I see a big ball in there. I didn't know there's like a horse farm already on this map. Maybe I could have like bought this place and used it. By the time we arrived over here, we were already at 80% on the contract. I got a feeling we're gonna have a lot of bit of wheat left over, but I don't need any wheat, so it's just gonna get sold off as extra. 96%, holy cow, yes. We should probably have quite a bit left over. There is that needs to be unloaded right there. That is the harvester, and there's probably a good chance that there's even more over there to be harvested. Yep, definitely some sort of horse farm thing going on over here. There's horses over here. I don't know, I say horse farm, that doesn't sound too right. Oh wait, this might be the animal dealer. Maybe I'm just going a little crazy here. I'm not sure. It's pretty cool though, and some of y'all maybe don't like the idea of me starting with the starting equipment and everything. Yeah, it'd be a lot harder of a challenge and probably do better as a video if I did like a start from $0 or something like that with like a truck and a chainsaw, you know, that normal thing. Or like with a mower, something like that, or just with nothing and just did a bunch of contracts. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of getting past that grind point and starting with what they have. I want to see what the map developers put into the game as far as starting equipment, and plus it gets me outside my comfort zone and forces me to utilize different things. For example, like let's say if this place had a bunker silo built into it, I would use a bunker silo. I usually don't use those. And then some of this other equipment I usually don't use as well. And then of course I'm going to upgrade to some of the normal equipment I use. I mean, you can probably already see that. And I do try to change that normal equipment up quite a bit as well. For example, that Massey Ferguson big tractor we got there, I don't usually go that route. Try to keep it different and fun and all that good stuff. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it. I know I'm having a lot of fun with this. I guess I was wrong. This is actually the end of the harvest, and I'm not sure how much is in here, but it will fill up in this trailer. Give me a little number. We'll go get it all sold off, but I do think we're going to have a good amount extra sold off. When I say a good amount, I'm just really thinking more than what we had previously on our last contract that only made us like 200 bucks. I'm thinking we might make a good $1,000 extra, possibly. Hoping at least. The herbicide sprayer is all done here, and I got the option. Lease the next set of equipment or just keep using this stuff. I think I'm going to keep using this stuff. We only went down to 96% from 100%, and there is still a pallet of herbicide sitting over here in the middle of the road. Yeah, I think we got a lot of extra there. Now to play the system and probably make more money, I think the best thing to do would be borrow the equipment each contract and then sell off the extras. I think that'd probably be the best route to do to make more money, but I'm not going to really play the system there. I may play the system here and there, but I don't think I'm going to do it on this part. Rolling in now with the last little bit of wheat for this contract. Let's see how much that takes us up to on that percentage there, and hopefully we get a lot of money, and we did not get a lot of money. Nope, it came up short. Okay, don't know what happened there. That's a little bit of a bummer, but I am on a PC, so I can go ahead and fix this little issue here. Let's just add in probably 1,000 liters of wheat, get it sold off, see if it completes that contract. Okay, that's a little bit of an issue because I couldn't add 1,000 liters of wheat. Yeah, big time issue there. So let's just dump and then turn it off. There we go, $189 extra. That's less than last time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Let's just return this. I don't think I'm going to make money from what's sitting inside this. Just to be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and empty the vehicle. Let's see here. Fill vehicle. I don't want to fill. Is there an empty vehicle option? Come on. Maybe it's under fill vehicle still. That's it. Fill, empty. There. Done. Just took that out just in case. and we're going to probably get that returned unless some other harvesting jobs did pop in. Now I'm thinking about possibly putting a minimum out there as far as a minimum amount before I actually do a contract. I'm thinking about it. I'm not too sure. Yeah, possibly not, but let's go ahead and jump over to, I guess, 31, get a worker out there going and just continue working away at all these jobs. There's a lot of jobs out there. Heck yeah, loving that. I think I'm starting to get a little bit better at managing some of these vehicles, so I got a little bit of time here. Let's go ahead and get in a new contract option, and that's going to be hoeing. Looks like more hoeing jobs have came in, and they are paying kind of decent. And I was talking about putting in like a minimum amount before I do a contract, and that minimum amount right around $5,000 is what I was thinking. So I could probably knock out 2 of these contracts, not worry about the ones below that. But we're over here on this field 65 or farmland 65 right now. Let's go ahead and borrow these items and get it going. Rolling is all done on our field over here, and I did say something about going through touching up what got missed. So let's see exactly what all got missed there. Here's a quick list of all the contracts we got running as well. Might as well show that off. A lot of completed ones in there, still a lot of active ones. I say a lot, I mean that's a lot more normal because you only have 3 in there at once. Looking into this map view here, needs rolling. Let's see here where we at down here. Looks like a little few spots here and there got missed. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just get this roller put up. Call it good. We're under $10,000. I know we can get up there some once we sell all that off, but I don't think we're anywhere near $100,000 I want to see. Now, I don't know about us making 100,000. I just want to see our top right balance go up over 100,000. Looks like all the mowing jobs are done except for this one that only pays $801. I don't want to backtrack all the way over there and get that. So let's go ahead and accept payments on all our mowing jobs. We'll go over to active, come over to mowing. Looks like we got 3 of them. Yeah. Looking like a pretty good price. We can see what that goes up to. What are we at? $8,700. Okay, pretty nice. Come back in here, start accepting those, collect. And this one's $6,600. Collect that. And this one's $10,000. Collect that. That's pretty nice. Now that's going to take us up to $30,000. So a lot closer to that $100,000 than I originally thought it would be. To be honest with you, gosh, it was just moving so slow. And hey, look, we got another spraying job done too. There any more out there for us? I think there is some more out there, and we actually got 3 of them right here. Hey, maybe that $100,000 is going to come a lot faster than I thought it would. The canola harvest here is all done. I believe the delivery location actually really close. Let's try to find that real quick. Let's see our harvesting delivery. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the completed one. I'm looking for the one that's not completed. Yes, it's just right down the road. So we're harvesting field 31 here. Gotta go right down the road there to make that delivery. That's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. It's actually that little silo thing right in front of us. That's really cool. I wish they were all that close. Now, the big question is, will this be enough canola that's in here? I think it might be. So what I did after the harvester was done, the worker was done on the harvester, was I went through and touched up some of the edges that got missed, like the corners. Yep, there goes. $342 extra. I guess that was my issue last time around. I didn't touch up the edges. I did the coarse play and I did rounded edges. But yeah, that's all done right there. Let's see if there's any other harvesting jobs out there. If not, we'll get all that stuff returned. I'm sure there are a few out there, but don't know if they're worth the money, the time, and the hassle. I think this one's going to be worth it, I think. So let's go ahead and jump over to 85 real quick. We'll accept this contract, not lease anything. So that whole not leasing stuff is definitely going to save us some money here and there, like $1,600 a contract. Well, it's not always $1,600 a contract, but I mean, it's up there sometimes. I think that's the max actually, is $1,600. Well, $1,599 for some reason. But yeah, no, field 85, I'm gonna get over there, get that started up. That is a canola harvest. Let's get that one done too. Thinking about a little more here about keeping this herbicide, selling the herbicide off or something like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and return this contract, all these spraying ones. Now there is a partial pallet out there of herbicide. It's actually kind of all the way up on the north side of the map. I don't know if I can see it in this map view or not. Possibly not. No, I got it left up here on the side of the road. I'll probably forget about it, and it's probably going to live up there the whole entire series. I'll be driving by one day, I'm like, oh, hey, look, there's a pallet of something, because I won't be able to tell what it is. I don't do herbicide much. But all done there. We're going to go ahead and complete all these spraying ones. There is another spraying job out there that's like $1,000 something, I think. Not worth it. Collect that. Collect that. Come on, let's keep it going. Let's see what that took us up to. I don't know what we were at exactly, but that did take us up to $57,000. Looking at that grand total there in the top right, I don't know if we're going to hit 100,000 because I'm actually done with the contracts. Let's just finish up what we got going now and then complete them all or return them all, whatever you want to call it. See if we hit that $100,000 or not. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I got to go all the way back to that little silo thing that we delivered the canola to earlier. It was close to the last field, but it's very far from this field. So let's get that drive done, and that will actually finish up all these contracts. We'll get them all returned, see if we can break that $100,000. I think it's going to be close. I kind of think it might be on the lower side, but I'm also picturing that it can break $100,000 because these harvesting jobs pay fairly decent. One of them was $15,000. I know one was like 9 and one was like 8 or something like that. Not 100% sure what the prices were, but it's going to be a close one. We'll see in a minute, though. Finally making it over here, dumping off this canola. Come on, let's get us that 100% plus a little bit of extra money. It's looking like we get just a hair bit more, but holy cow, no, we got quite a bit more that time around. 1,134 extra dollars on that one. That is the most profit I have made off of a harvest as far as extra profit goes. $58,254 in the top right there. Let's see what we can go up to completing these 5 contracts. Like I said, we got some good ones in here. 9,500, 8,300, 13,000. I thought it was 15, but I guess it's taking out that whole leasing cost. Yes, it is. 5,000, 6,400, stuff like that. I don't know. I can't do that math that fast in my head. I might come up short. Come on. Whoa, no way. I really didn't do that math either. $101,112. That is absolutely amazing. So we actually did break $100,000 this episode, and I'm just working on getting some stuff put away because it is time to sleep a couple of months away. Now, a little over $100,000 in the top right. That is actually really nice. I am liking that a lot, loving that, all that good stuff, but I don't think it's going to be enough because next stopping point we're really going to hit is mowing time. That should be coming up in November. We'll try to get a mow done in November, whether it's 100% ready or not. I don't know. I can't ever really tell because of the different sizes of the grass and everything. I don't know. Maybe there's an easy way to tell. There was a mod I had in FS22 where it showed all the growth stages, and I think I have that, but maybe I'm just missing something somewhere in there. Oh well. While we sleep away these months, I'm going to actually keep an eye out for higher paying contracts. Now, I'm not sure how high I want to go, 10,000 and plus maybe. And we'll stop and do those because $100,000, that's not going to be enough. We're going to lose quite a bit each month. I just want to make a little run over here and check this out real quick. It does say growth 1 of 4. It is growing. Maybe I have that mod in, maybe not. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. Let's just come over here to our house and take a little nappy nap because we are all done with all our field work. After grass harvest is planting time for oats in the spring. So really nothing to do there. We'll come in at 8 a.m., see if anything big and expensive pops in for those contracts, and also see how much money we go down to. We did have 101,000, so I'm always interested in figuring that out. There we go, went down to 90,000, so about $11,000 gone each month. That is not good. And you know what? Hey, let's go check on wage payments went like crazy there. Gosh dang. Yeah, we'll go check on this 2 of 4. So maybe once I hit 4 of 4, we'll be good to go. September, October, November. So 4 of 4 will be November. Maybe it's the month after 4 of 4, but I do know in November I want to go ahead and get a mow done. That way we can start getting some more food in. And speaking of food, what do we got over here? 12,000 liters? Yeah, they're definitely not eating very much at all because what did we put in here to start with? I think like 12,000 liters. We really did not put much in here. And looking in the bottom right, it also shows our cleanliness, riding, and fitness. That's awesome. All 100%. I do have that horse helper mod. I'm sure some of that fee is coming out on there as well. Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense. And you know what? Speaking of that fee, let's see if I can find that fee. Oh, I should definitely keep an eye on this time-saving stock check mod right here and look for those max values, best prices, and all that stuff. Looks like the wheat is up right now. The max price is 407 though in January, and then we got canola in December. I'll try to hold out and sell at those times. Make a couple grand, I guess. A couple, man. Max value 4,800 there in the canola. Max value on the wheat only 4,800. That is not looking good. Well, yeah, these horses don't eat much. Maybe we could skip like a planting time or a harvest time or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to actually mow up in November. We could probably just sleep. I feel like there's going to be a lot of sleeping involved to make a lot of money from horses because we got to wait for them to pass by and reproduce and all that stuff. And while we're in this month, I forgot to check almost. We got a cultivating job out there. That is a big paying one. We'll definitely do that. $18,000. Let's get that done. And that looks like that is our only one. And that shouldn't take too long. I'll jump over there. I did say let's try to set a limit. 10,000 sounds like a good price. Now this one's $9,300, but oh my gosh, I am not doing that. What is that? That's green beans. I'm just not doing it because I saw that harvester down there in the bottom right, and I'm like, nope, not today, ISIS. And then 77, let's jump over to 77. I'll knock that cultivating out myself because that is some good money. It looks like the straw is staying here pretty good. This was an oat harvest we did on a contract, and the straw was left behind, and I was talking about it, saying, hey, should I pick up that straw? I guess it stays behind. I didn't realize it stayed behind that long. I'm sure it's going to go away, though, once I spawn in this contract, and it's going to change field states. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's going to stay there as I cultivate. As soon as I accepted the contract, the straw did disappear, but that's no big deal. I wasn't going to go ahead and pick it up anyways, because it's obviously going through the straw pretty slow, the food pretty slow, and I do think with these horses, it's probably going to go through the straw a lot faster, and we need to hurry up and get some manure heap in there so we can start utilizing manure for fertilizing. I usually don't go that route, but with every series, I always try to like to do something a little bit different, and that could be something else different I do. Well, besides the horses, I mean, the horses are way different than what I do. I never even did like horse farming or anything like that on FS22, so I heard it was bad in 22. It's probably worse in 25. We'll see how long it takes us to get $10 million, though. I got something I want to try out here. So we're using this tractor right here. What is this, Steyr or something like that? I guess it's okay. How much horsepower does it say we got in the bottom right there? 302 horsepower. That's not all right for me. The reason I want to try out something different is because that tractor's only going like 11 miles an hour, and it says the suggested working speed's 15. Of course, I want to get every bit of it I can. So let's try out our tractor over here. If I had a big old cultivator, we could have got it done as well. But where in the world would my tractor be? It'd be out there somewhere, right? I actually got it put away inside the barn right now. That's pretty nice of me, and we'll just reset that. I don't have any front weight on it. Don't know if I need a front weight. You know, I got a lot of horsepower to it. Got to fire it up, warming up a little bit here, and then 425 horsepower. Yes, over 100 more horsepower on this thing right here. I am loving this Massey. What do y'all think about it? You know, I don't think the first episode has came out quite yet. Maybe it did, actually. Maybe it comes out today. I'm really not sure. I'm not trying to record ahead too far or anything like that. I want to get some of y'all's feedback on this stuff. So instead of my usual 2-week out that I try to do with these videos, where I try to schedule them 2 weeks out, I actually changed that to a 1-week out schedule. So I'm guessing maybe I'll have 3 episodes out, or maybe 4 or something like that. I'm not too sure. Let's go ahead and get that worker steering assist thing set back up real quick, and I'm going to get going, and I'm sure this thing will get me going to that top speed of 15 miles an hour. I have no idea what just popped up on the screen here, but going away cultivating here, obviously a little faster than that suggested working speed, 15 miles an hour. I'm just going to let it run, try to get it done fast. But I got an achievement, something about I read Shakespeare or something like that. I don't know what the achievement was for. It was there though. I guess I should probably look that up. Let me look it up real quick while I'm doing this. I got plenty of time with these GPS lines helping out. Apparently that's a pretty easy one to achieve, which makes sense because it's me. Isn't it? Yeah, no, 1 acre, well, not 1 acre, 1 hectare needs to be cultivated. That comes out to 2.47 acres need to be cultivated. So I'm really surprised I'm just now hitting that. I think I got like 300 hours on this game. I'm kind of disappointed in myself now that I think about it more. I guess I haven't been cultivating very much, and cultivating really is a thing that I don't do much of. I kind of plow up the field, or I do a direct drill most of the time. Just quick update, still going away at this. Got, what is that, 6 more rows. I did a little skippy skip on the rows up downs there. And yeah, 6 more to go. I don't even know if I'm going to have to do all 6 of them. We'll see if it hits 100% before it is completely done or not. I think that is a thing that happens quite a bit on this game, which I don't know with the whole tramline thing. Maybe, maybe not, but it should be counting the cultivating on the tramline, possibly. I don't know if it does. It definitely has a different texture on the ground, as we can tell as I drive over that. And plus off to the right here, we can see it. We'll see what happens. Got this last little up-down thing right here. We're sitting at 99% completed. So, hey, there goes contract finish. Should I finish it out? Don't know. I remember I would finish the workout all the way on 22 because I think it affected the next stage and then ultimately affected your harvest yield, which would affect your harvest contracts. So I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and finish it out. It's right here. No big deal. Then we'll get this accepted and get our tractor back to the farm and then sleep another month away. I don't know if any new contracts did pop in. I guess I can take a quick peek at that. Probably should have been checking that along the way. And also I was thinking, doing this whole thing, I probably should have started up some other contracts, some simple ones that I know could have been done before this. But we'll collect that maybe. Hold on, let's see here. Do we got any cultivating jobs out there that may have popped in? Oh, they're at the top. So this one has been here. I guess I could do this one. But I'm not going to worry about it. More about trying to skip these months. Yeah, let's go ahead and Jump back over here to this one, collect this one for $17,484. There we go, taking us up to $108,000 now, and then we'll get back to the farm and go to sleep. Now in the month of October, and there are no contracts out there worth doing. There's one that's over $10,000, but it's got that little 3-meter head working thing for like green beans or whatever the heck it wants me to pick up. And man, we got no soil data here. I forgot to buy the soil samples. Oh my gosh. We probably don't even have the best setup. Oh, I cannot believe I forgot that. Where in the heck is that at? I thought it had its own thing. See if I can find it real quick somewhere in here. There it is, precision farming. Oh man, I am... Okay, let's purchase the soil samples. I'm not getting the thing to test it. We'll just purchase that one right there. And then we'll go ahead and purchase over here too as well. Can we do that? The whole section? Or is that just going to be one little area? Okay, I guess it's one little area. We got to buy each one individually. Man, I'm just beating myself up on that one right there. I cannot believe that happened. And that's what we're looking like as far as whatever this stuff means. Whatever this stuff means. Now, how are you doing over here? Nitrogen is bad. Of course it's bad. Of course it is. I think I'm gonna have to live with that one until next time around. Or I probably could come over here and lay down some fertilizer right now. The fertilizer went in the ground as the seeds were going in the ground too. So I don't know what's going on there, but pH value good over here, perfect. That part, that was good just a little while ago. I guess I should lay down some more lime, but I'm not gonna worry about that. We'll get a nitrogen number later on. But yeah, like I said, no contracts to do right now. I'm not gonna worry about laying down any fertilizer either. We don't really have the money to waste on it. Yes, we could if we got manure. Get to it eventually. Let's just go ahead and go to sleep, see what's available next month, and possibly do some mowing. I'm assuming this is the last month here, which is telling me it's good to mow. I'm assuming this is the highest it's going to grow. That 404 is not there. It would be 404 right now. It just says ready to harvest, which it did say ready to harvest for a little while there. I don't know if it will go up another stage. Looking at the height of it, it's the same height as the meadow grass. I think that tells me it's good to go as well, as it's the last stage. And yeah, our pH values and nitrogen values, now they're reading okay, but yeah, they're just not the best. They are not the best. Oh man, now I'm getting into the bad readings. As far as mowing this, I think I'm going to hold off on it. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on it until next year. Let's just go ahead and keep looking out for the contracts, see if we can find some different ones, and then get around to planting time for this field. While this field right here is planting, I'm going to knock out a bunch of contracts, get a bunch of money coming in. Now, in the month of December, luckily, I remembered something is supposed to sell off in December. I was about to sleep right through it, and I did see a $10,000 plowing contract. Oh, wait, I think it might be here. No, that's wood transport. But yeah, I saw a $10,000 plowing contract last month, but I was like, nah, don't worry about it. Let's look at our products, see if we're at max months here. We should be 46.96. I guess the max value is 48. That's all good. And that's January. The wheat is January. Canola is the one that should be going on right now over to Goldcrest Valley. Let's get that loaded up and go get that sold off and make about 4,000 there, and then make another 4,000 from the wheat. I'm really not too worried about that. You know, let's hold on to that for a minute. Maybe I'll sell that in a pinch. It's really not hurting me or anything. Let's just sleep. I'll see y'all in springtime. Okay, I was a little confused. I'm like, hey, why do I have wage payments popping in? There's a $2,200 wage payment up there in the top right a second ago. And I'm assuming that that is for the horse trainer mod. That's pretty high. It is a lot higher than I remember it being. I thought it was like $50 a horse per month. But now 2,200 divided by, what is this, 9 horses, I think? Does it tell me how many I got over here? I should probably check on their food levels. I have not been looking at that for a minute. They're down to 9,200. I think they'll be fine. Hopefully they'll be fine until springtime. But yeah, we got 8 of them. So 22 divided by 8, whatever that comes out to. I don't know. I ain't doing the math. Oh well. Sleepy time. I did say I'll see y'all in spring, but I keep bringing y'all back for little things. Maybe next month we'll build a snowman just for the fun of it. Now in the month of March, getting close to 10 a.m. That is a little bit of a late start. I did not sleep in. There was rain, so I had to do a little fast forward in there. That's all good. Now, I think I need some fertilizer. Only 83 liters here. I don't think I got any more laying around, so let's go ahead and buy some. $40,000, we should be good. And on top of buying some fertilizer, we'll buy some seeds as well. We're going to put oats in. It is time for the oats. And it's in here, right? There we go. Solid big bag of fertilizer, solid fertilizer. We'll go ahead and do that. And then I got to remember to do another layer of fertilizer next month after it grows up some. I did forget to do that with the grass. I meant to do that. But yeah, I definitely did forget that. Oh well. I'm only going to buy one of each for right now. And then as I need them, I'll buy some more. Get a little delivery over here. There's a little delivery cost, of course. That's all good. And these tanks on here are not that big as well. Is that open? Yeah, I think it is open. There we go. Get that solid fertilizer in there. Now, I'm thinking we're going to go through a lot more fertilizer this time around with this being a different field besides grass. And I'm looking on the little mini map down there. It's kind of blocked by my head, but I'll remove my head. One of the fields behind me is actually in a really dark red, bright red color. I think that one might require more solid fertilizer. It's all good. Let's start working here. While this is going, we got planting going on our field, and then we also got to roll it down. But while all that's going, we're going to get a whole lot of contracts done because we need to buy some mowing equipment. I hope there's a whole lot of contracts to do. I mean, we got a couple out here, not bad. We'll go ahead and start up this field 12 for the belling. Course play can run that. I'm basically just going to run a bunch on course play in different worker modes to try to maximize how much we can make this month. I decided to stop for a second here and check on the horses. And hey, does this open up? That would be pretty cool if it did. How do I open that? Gotta be a way to open that, right? Nah, I guess not. Oh well. But the food's a little strange down there. We got 6666 going on with the food. Hurry up and eat some. Not really too superstitious, but hey, not looking too good. Now, we're definitely going to need some more food here in the next month or two. It's going to be a while before our oats are done, but we're definitely going to get some hay pretty soon. And you know what? Let's go check that out. Our grass field over here is showing 3 of 4, so next month we can do a good harvest on it, and hopefully by next month we have enough money together to purchase all the mowing equipment and just other equipment we may need, like a tedder and a windrower, and possibly a baler because we may need to go to bells. I decided to go ahead and pick up a contract for sowing, so planting some seeds here in the ground. Now, I don't know how profitable this is going to be. I feel like there's going to be a lot of seeds possibly left over. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't usually do these sowing, fertilizing, and stuff like that, but since this mod gives us the seeds, which it should, you should honestly be given the seeds. Yeah, we might have quite a bit left over, and oh my gosh. Okay, those are going to stay in the middle of the field for a minute. I was just saying oh my gosh to how low the capacity was on this thing. Now let's see what they want me to plant on this field. I don't think it's corn. Looking down there at the bottom of this section here, sugar beets. So the money's not bad. $5,800. We're paying $1,600 for leasing. Yeah, $5,800. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So let's get those sugar beets in the ground. We'll see how fast they go through the seeds. I don't know if sugar beets is one that takes up a lot or not. And then I'll just go ahead and hire a standard old worker to do it. Let them go and keep topping off the seeds as needed. Here's another contract I'm going to attempt that I'm not really too sure about, especially looking at this field right now. Hopefully this field does update because this contract is going to be stone picking and I don't see any stones out there. Got the little shop deliveries facing over here. Let's get that one accepted, borrow those items. And yeah, I don't know. That stuff just takes a long time, especially since that's not the modded one that has a bigger pickup width. Should be fine though. About $1,000 to lease all this stuff. And hey, there we go. We got some stones now. Heck yeah. Just some proof here that I actually do some of the work. Some of it. Yeah, nah, just picked up another belling contract. It doesn't got many bells on it, and I didn't see anything else out there worth picking up right now. So, hey, do some of the work myself. Rarely, just rarely. Usually I'm more the manager type where I send everybody around doing stuff like, hey, do this, do that. And then, of course, I don't pay them very good, right? That's going to be the last one here for contract bell wrapping on field 44. Now, usually, I just wait till the end to finish out these contracts and all that good stuff, but I'm actually going to go ahead and finish out the contracts where I don't have the equipment leased. That way, just in case, it gives me another opportunity for a contract to spawn in on, maybe, let's say, field 44, for example. I don't think anything else is going to come in here on 44 that I want to do. And let's check again. Any bell wrappings? No. And that's another thing, too. I think it might give me an opportunity to spawn in more bell wrappings. I could tell right here, Farmland 12 says least cost 640. I'll keep that one active so I can keep using the items. But we'll collect this one down here, $2,700. That seems a little high. I thought it was like 17 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I just read that wrong. And then, of course, that could give an opportunity for another bell wrapping one to possibly come in. Not sure yet. Not looking like it. I did go ahead and pick up another stone picking job out there. I have 2 of them actively going right now. Once they finish up their jobs, I'll probably go ahead and send another one out. I don't know. I'm actually thinking about just going ahead and leasing the equipment for this as well, so I can hurry up and get them done because they're going to take a while, quite a while. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lease the equipment for these 2 right here. I don't want to wait around for them. But now I got 5 contracts active there in the top right, so I just got to keep bouncing around, checking on them, making sure they're going good. Kind of like that sowing one in the top. I haven't seen it moved in a second, so it might actually be out of seeds. I don't know if it tells me if it's out of seeds. Courseplay would just be really big saying, hey, you're out of seeds. I think on the AI one, I think it pops up for a second saying, hey, worker stopped out of this, out of that, or something like that, and then it disappears. So I got to keep an eye on that, and actually I saw it go up to 56%, so we might be fine. Let me just keep an eye on all this stuff, and then of course keep an eye on the contract list and get more contracts. Fertilizer is all out right now inside this planter for our field. Looks like the up downs are almost completely done. After the up downs are the headlands, obviously, and we might have enough solid fertilizer here. I definitely think we'll be fine with seeds. Those tend to be going in a little slow there, and the solid fertilizer is kind of going away at an okay rate. It's really not as fertilized as I thought it would be. We could see on the mini map there, it's kind of a yellowish color. You got like greens and bright greens out there as options as well. Maybe once I do another thing of solid fertilizer to it. Oh wait, with precision farming, I don't think you need to. Hold on, let's check that out real quick. It just says needs rolling over here. Our nitrogen is perfect. pH value is good in this area. So that pH value is for the lime, but the nitrogen's perfect. So there's no more actual fertilizer I have to add to this. We'll do the rolling though, just to get a better yield out of it. And plus we own a roller, and that gives me more time to complete these contracts, right? Getting closer and closer to being done with that sowing job in the top right there. It's 91%. There are 2 big pallets of seeds left up there. Let's go grab those. And in that same area, there should be some herbicide as well. I could throw those on the forks, and I'm hoping the seeds will go inside this trailer here. Oh, this is not looking good. Not looking good at all, because I think the worker's done out here as far as planting, sowing these sugar beets, but it's not showing 100%. Yep, that's a little bit of an issue. Let me drive around and see if anything got missed. I know nothing got missed around the whole pallets of seeds, and looks like nothing did get missed. And I could even check the map. I know there was one little strip, should be right up over here, but there's no way that's 9%, worth 9%, let's put it that way. Oh, okay, there's this little part right here. I remember I was moving these pallets out of the way, and this little part right here got missed, but still, that can't be no 9%. Maybe this whole precision farming kind of messed it up, possibly, with the whole seed rate, how much seeds go in there. It's showing good. We'll go ahead and look into this map view here, see if I can see anything missed there. Let's see here, crop type. I think that one will show us possibly where we're at. We're in 40 right here. Okay, I see it now. It's probably not going to go where the tram lines are. This is probably not a direct drill option. If those tram lines are really causing the problem, that could be it. Let's see here. Where are the tram lines? I don't know. I don't see them on the ground. I see them in the map view, though. I'm a little confused here. It's saying the whole thing needs rolling, so maybe they're all planted in there. Also, whenever I go into the whole growth stage here, and I can see growing, it's got the light green, but it's also not showing where the tram lines are. And yeah, I guess the tram line should be right about here. And I don't know what's going on there. It definitely got messed up somehow. Oh, hold on, wait. There it goes. Weeding. Oh, you need a weeder here, but you don't need one here. It definitely got planted. Let me use some little mod here and change this over. I've never really used this for... Actually, I've never used this. Field options, I think. We're on... Gosh, dang it. Does that automatically update the field? Field ID. Oh, man, hold on. Let me make sure I'm in the right field. Yeah, 40. Okay, we are on 40. Oh, hold on. What happened to my tractor out here? No, what happened? Everything went missing. Did the contract disappear too? Let's see here. There's a sowing. It says failed. What are you talking about, failed? That ain't failed. Oh, this is dumb. Let's see if I can change this around. I'm not getting the extra seeds, I guess, out of it. Let's go over here. Growth state invisible. Nope. Green small. What are you talking about? Invisible. Harvest ready, dead, harvest it. I don't know. Fruit type, sugar beets. Harvest ready other, ground type, grass. I don't know what I'm looking for. Seed bed, maybe seed bed. Let's try that. Okay, maybe these invisibles not working very good. Let's do block. No, let's do picked on the stones. Let's do big alive. No, small alive, invisible dense. I don't know what the heck this invisible is. Let's do small alive, I guess. Growth stage, harvested, dead. Come on. I don't know what this is. Catholum? I have no idea what that is. Okay, they're sowing now. Let's try that. Is that right? Did we complete it? I have no idea. No, it's still saying failed. Let me play around with it for a little bit, see if I can figure this out. Well, I can get the field planted. It's definitely planted right now. It's all good to go. I just cannot get it to tell me I finished it. So that's a little bit of an issue. And I got this tractor all the way over here to pick up those pallets of seeds and not getting those. Let's go ahead and just take a loss on the sowing one. I learned my lesson there. Don't do a sowing one. Don't do one. So we'll collect there. Mission was collected. I guess I lost $112. Not too bad. I was hoping to make about 4,000 off of it though. And there should be some sort of pallet or something over here out of the way. I thought I had a pallet of herbicide. Maybe that stuff disappears after a while because I am not seeing it sitting over here. Yeah, I think it just straight up disappeared as soon as I went into that whole build option thing. Dang it. I guess I messed something up there. Here's a quick question for anybody that does use the normal AI worker part out of this. If I just happen to get back on the field and hit H, will it start back up where I left off? I don't know. So I'm driving back over to where I had to move it from because it was just sitting here doing nothing. Worker's still sitting in there, so I'm sure I'm getting charged for that, unfortunately. But yeah, all these stone pickers got filled up pretty darn fast here, and I did not realize it because there is still a lot left to do on the field. Now the percentages are looking pretty good as far as in the top right. I don't know, maybe it doesn't take as much as I thought it would, or maybe it doesn't have to do as much on the field as I thought it would. I just got to come over here and empty it out. And that is one thing I liked about course play though, is I could just hit go back to last waypoint. And I think I could probably set it up to empty out automatically too, but never quite did that with stone picking because you got to do all this fancy backing up. Now this one right here, I probably could have brought the truck over to the AI worker out there on the field. And maybe they would have emptied it out for me. I don't know. I didn't think about it. And if I can remember next time, I'll try it then. And man, that looks almost full. I should probably check the level on that. If that's almost full, we got to go empty it. Well, it is over the halfway point, which is usually indicating, hey, I should go empty it. But I don't think I'm going to empty it. I'm going to wait until it gets completely full. It's kind of a far drive where we're going to take it. Kinda. At least I think it is. Hold on, where are we at? 59 right there, kind of off to the right of the map. And I believe we got to go all the way over here to the left of the map. Not the dredging boat, but there should be something else over there. Yes, the cement factory. I call it cement. Apparently that's wrong. Y'all enjoy laughing at that one. Cement factory. I think that's the only place I could take them. I don't know if there's anything down here where I could take them or not. We got a lime station, a grain barge. You know what? It would tell me somewhere in here, right? Let's see here. This thing right here. Nope, no stone in that one. No stone goes unturned. Where in the world would that thing be at? No, not there, not there. I really don't know what I'm looking for half the time. Oh, I think it's this thingy. Nope, that's not it. That's time saving shock check mod. This is one I'm thinking of. We'll come down here to stones. Stones to stones, stones, stones. Where you at? It's in alphabetical order. I should be able to figure this out, right? Maybe I just don't know my ABCs. Look at the rope. Love that. It kind of got it tied up like handcuffs or something. Cool, 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 cool. Stones right there. And we have the dredging boat in the cement factory. Like I said, have fun with that one. But only one of them sell, one of them's buying. Okay, so we're definitely not going to make much money off of them. It's all good. It wasn't really about making money off the rocks and the stones. It was about making money from the actual contracts. Surprisingly, we have a little bit of solid fertilizer left over, but all the planting is now done. I should probably borrow one of those stone pickers to get that stone out of the ground, but I'm afraid that would probably rip up to the seeds that are in the ground as well. And now let's get this put up out of the way. I guess I'll go ahead and top it off all the way. Hey, perfect. There wasn't much left in there at all, probably like 1 or 2 liters. Gosh, there really wasn't much. Now, but we'll get this put up out of the way, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll down the field over there. And I may do that myself because I got nothing else to do while I'm waiting for all this stone picking to happen. And I do got to keep an eye on those stone pickers though. Something is quite not looking right here. This is supposed to be a hoeing job. Now, the percentage is actually going up. Once I brought y'all back, it said 91%. Now it says 92. I'm not seeing anything here on the field. But as long as it works, I'm going to let it go. It started off at 90% and it's all the way up to 92% now. So, hey, I don't know what's going on. Some bugs here and there and everywhere. Could be part of the little contract mod I got as well, or it could just be the base game all messed up. I did hear that there was a lot of issues that happened with the base game contracts after the precision farming mod came in. So I'm thinking that might have a little bit of an issue, and I'm seeing multiple workers have completed their task. Let's see what those are. So this stone picking job right here is all done. We did not end up being completely full, so I'm glad I didn't waste that drive. Now I'm gonna try something with the AI worker here. Once we hit H here, it's gonna take us to create a job, and there should be something about deliver. Yes, there is a deliver one. Okay, so I guess we can deliver over to something. I can't remember the name of it. I guess it's in alphabetical order. Would help if I could remember the name. I'm just going through looking for it on Farmers Market, Dairy, Cement Factory, or Cement Factory, whatever you want to call it. Gonna be no looping. We're gonna start that job, so it should deliver those stones over there. and then we'll see a little money pop up automatically on the screen. And let's see if that works or not. I've used it once before, like whenever the game first came out, and it actually worked really good. I ended up using the looping feature, which worked really good too, because I had multiple trips I needed to make. The AI driver is almost over here to make this delivery of stones to the cement factory, and they hit a sign. They hit just a little tiny sign right there. But no, that's all good, and I think this is going to work out great. The only thing I need to remember to do is move it out of the way, and oh wait, hold on. Is this unload point? Okay, that was a little different than I thought it would be. Are they going to back up in there? Oh, whoa, there it goes. Yeah, it's just totally working like that. Cool, so we're going to make some money there. Rock on, the path to success is paved with rocks. We just got that achievement, $143 harvest income plus a $1 environmental score reward. What? Environmental score rewards, heck yeah. Now, this job is all done. Let's get it all accepted up, and I see a few more things disappeared there in the top right as far as work. We might be making some money. Now, our field still has rolling left to do. Let's see if I can get over to it real quick. Yeah, we've still got quite a bit of rolling left to do over here on this field. I was going to do it myself, but with this stone picking thing taking up so much of my time, I wasn't able to do it. I'm going to have this worker go make that delivery of rocks / stones, whatever you want to call it, I guess stones. And they're not moving quite yet. I'm sure they'll get moving here in a minute, but I don't want to accept or complete any of these contracts for the stone picking yet, because I'm not sure which ones got the stones delivered and which ones don't. Because most of them have a John Deere and a trailer like this. Of course, there is one of them out there that doesn't have it like this. Oh, it does say the field number on it too. And whoa, you really just gonna drive right off that? Cool, man. That's my kind of driving right there. That's my kind of driving. I love it. Got the 2 workers coming in now to dump off these loads of stone here at the cement factory, and that's actually working out a lot better than I thought it would. Now, the other one was a truck with no trailer. Let's see how this does with a trailer. I think it's going to do its job pretty good. This is a base game feature, right? I don't think I got any mod doing this for me, because this is pretty cool. Oh, whoa, did they run over a sign too? Ha! They did. Hold on, there's a little sign right underneath the trailer back there. It's kind of hard to see. There it is right there. Might be the same sign. That's kind of funny. $224 there plus a $2 environmental score. Now the worker left. That's fine, because I probably need to move out of the way here. And then that worker back there seemed like he stopped a little bit, waiting for me to get out of the way. That's pretty smart and pretty cool. And now we'll just get this pulled up out of the way. One more stone picking field out there. I think I'm going to pick up another hoeing job real quick, because the roll-in is getting close to done, but I think I can finish this other job before the roll-in's done. That's really all I'm waiting for, is the roll-in to get done. And once again, another hoeing job, not quite loading up correctly, but hopefully it still counts. Hopefully. It's a small field, it only paid like $1,000 something, but we didn't have to lease the equipment, so we'll get that full pay out there. Man, this thing is struggling up this hill. Struggling bad. Now, this is the last load of stones, I believe. No more contracts in the top right there. That's pretty nice. Let's get this delivered, sold off, and then accept or complete all our contracts. And I think by the time that happens, should be done rolling over there on our field as well. And then we're done with the month. Should be the last load right here, and money's going up. I like that, but stones obviously don't pay too much. But $320 plus a 4, hey, it's good. Good with me. I'd like to buy this place. I think that is an option. You can actually buy this place, and then you can start making the like concrete bricks and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and complete all our contracts. I'm not even going to look into any more of them. Where in the world are they? Here we go. Active. You know what? I'm going to look into some more. No, not really. Let's not look at them. Okay. What were we at? 30-something thousand? Yeah, 33,000. There we go. I can't even remember this stuff. We'll go ahead and just start collecting and start getting that money to go up, up, and up. Some of these are pretty good paying. Some of them are not too bad, but overall, I think we're going to have some good money there. 67,000. To be honest with you, I was hoping for a little more, so I'm a little disappointed. But yeah, 67,000. Let's run over here real quick, check on our rolling going on our field. I believe it's done, but I noticed a few little slits right there getting missed as I was checking on the worker at one point. Where in the world is he? Oh, okay, all the way over here. All the way over here. And we can also check the map here too and tell what all got missed, but I'm not too worried about it. It needs rolling. Yep, just those little slitted areas I was talking about. Really not that big of a deal. We'll go ahead and fold this thing back up and get it put away. And here's our horsies. They're doing pretty good down there in the bottom right, but the food is getting a little bit low, and I'm kind of concerned about that because we don't have any hay. We don't have any oats. We actually just planted the oats, so we got a while. We're going to end up having to buy more feed. $67,000 in the top right. That looks fine for buying feed. That does look fine. But that doesn't look fine for what I want to do with the mowing next month, because we're going to need some money there. But let's look at exactly where that food's going and how much is going out. What I mean by that is I was just kind of curious, does the base food or the hay run faster than the other one, vice versa or whatever? And no, it looks like they're all running about the same rate. I think they were kind of pumped up there around the same amount. Hay was a little higher whenever we first gave them food, and hay is still up there a little higher. And y'all may notice something a little different here. I'm not going to have the webcam anymore. I don't like the quality of my camera I have, and plus it does a huge usage of my CPU, GPU, or something like that, and messing with some quality stuff. But yeah, I'm going to take that off. Let's go ahead and sleep till next month. And also another little analytical fact I noticed about the webcam being there. Apparently people watch the videos longer if my face ain't there. I don't know what they're trying to say, but hey, stats are stats. And man, we're down to $57,000. I think our loan interest is all getting lower, but our wage payment's staying there, $2,200. That's for our horses, for sure. Now, how are we looking over here on our fields? I think we got to pop down another thing of nitrogen. No, wait, no, hold on. Okay, no, we're good. If anything, we should probably put some more lime down. But no, you only have to apply fertilizer once with precision farming, so that's pretty nice. I forgot about that part. I ain't got to come back and add it later on. And then our grass field, that is definitely ready to harvest, and we do not have any nitrogen on some of these parts over here, as you can tell in the bottom right. That's not looking good at all. And we got $57,000. Is that going to be enough money to get us equipment for harvesting this grass? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it pretty cheap, go with small stuff. But I do know I'm going to get into some contracts and try to make some more money. So let's see what contracts are available out there real quick. Oh, looks like our food's down to 2,900 and 2,300. Holy cow, that hay dropped faster this time around, because it was up there quite a bit. So I guess they're going through hay faster. Never really realized that. Okay. But we need to get some manure heap out there eventually too, so we can start using that part that says manure, no manure heap nearby. And then we can start using that as fertilizer. But contracts, that's what we need. We need a bell wrapping one. Let's go ahead and get on that. Jump over to field 11. Anything else out there looking pretty good? Nope. There's a wood transport one, but do I really want to do that? Probably not. I might end up doing it anyways, though, just to knock out some money-making stuff. It shouldn't take me too long. I've been playing a lot of Roadcraft, and they got some cranes on there. I've been doing some log loading. I think I said that backwards. Okay, let me jump over to 11 and get that started up. Plus, contracts will come in over time. I should speed up the time, but I usually don't. I guess I'll go ahead and speed up the time because it is raining right now. I didn't really realize it was raining until after I said something about speeding up time. And I don't like doing any of the field work in the rain. It kind of tears up the fields here and there. It gets a little stuck. At least I know that's how it was on FS22. I'd get stuck in the fields pretty bad, but I believe that was mod-related stuff. I don't know if that's how it is on this game or not. I don't want to risk it. And I don't know if I have those mods or anything like that to get me stuck in these fields. But there we go. We're going to slow down to 2 times speed. How about 3? 3 sounds good, right? And then let's get to work. Oh, hold up. Okay. Something changed. Looks like we got a couple of new contracts that came in, all baling related. That is pretty nice. And usually the highest paying one gives you the best equipment. I don't know much about that tractor down there. And it looks like the same type of baler. So I'm going to go with this Field 11 one. I do like that tractor right there. I believe it's got the rear steering with the front steering. And this one down here, I just don't know much about it. So, a little iffy on that one. It might be better. It probably is better. But we'll go with the one for Field 11. Plus, I'm already over here on Field 11 and I already got it placed down. So we'll borrow these items. And they're going to be right here in front of us on Field 11. Now, I'll use the same tractor and bell wrapper for all 3 of those contracts. I probably will do all 3, even though one of them was only like $1,000. 1,000 something. It's not too bad. We got a while to go here. I got to make a lot of money, and we got to buy a lot of equipment for our farm. Now, if we don't have the money to buy the equipment, that's fine. I'll probably end up just going ahead and leasing it for now, and then we'll get around to purchasing it at a later point. 16 bells on this field. It's going, and I'm going to do something else. Looks like we got a good amount of hoeing jobs coming in here. Not paying too much, but it's better than nothing. Let's get on 78, and then I'll probably knock out that plowing one with our equipment. Holy cow, there's weeding. Ooh, that's a big old job right there, and that's a big old tractor. Yeah, I'm going over there first. See y'all there. See, this really does concern me. I think the last few weeding jobs or hoeing jobs or something like that I did, there's nothing on the field, but it was still counting, so I will take that. Let's see if anything changes with the field state whenever we borrow these items. I'm just not sure how exactly that's going to work, and no, nothing changed with the field state, but for some reason it still counted it. Now, it does take us up to 91%. That's because of the whole tram line issue. with the precision farming, and during my editing I noticed there was a spot for tram lines, and I did notice that during the use of precision farming. Under the precision farming soil samples, there's a part that says something about tram lines. I don't know if I need to activate that or turn that on, turn that off. I wish there was a way I could figure out how to turn off tram lines just completely through all the fields. And oh, hey, look at that. That kind of looks like a face back here with those lights. That's cool. Let's go ahead and hit H. I'm going to hire a worker here, let it go around and around and around, and let me keep getting some work done so we can make some money for some mowing equipment. Man, I think I might have messed up there. That's definitely a lot wider than I thought it was going to be. It's going to hit that pole. No! Gosh dang it, I'm not on multiplayer, so it won't go through the pole. Come on, come on, come on. That's stuck. Oh well, I'll fix it. Oh man, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. Please stop. Is it going to stop? Okay, the worker, I guess, did stop there. I thought it was just going to keep going. I hired a worker here. You may be able to tell now since the mini-map is visible and my face is not in the way. But in the top right there, did go ahead and accept that plowing contract. We're going to use our equipment. This is our Massey and our plow. And I hired a worker to drive over there while I go ahead and look into the shop and see how much money we actually need for some low-level mowing equipment of some sort. Because I think we're going to end up having to do bells. We do have the equipment to skip the bell portion, so that could be a way we save money this year is not do bells. And I'd end up having to do that. That way we could save some money. And I definitely want to buy the stuff instead of lease it, because we are going to be mowing multiple times a year. So it's like lease now, then lease in a couple more months, then lease again. I don't like that idea. So let me figure out the totals of what we need and see if we even have enough money or see how much money we need to get to. Well, I guess we can keep it pretty simple. We'll go with this nice Husqvarna over here for $23.99. Oh, you even got to buy the deck for it too. Didn't see that part coming. Or we can go with a nice zero turn over here as well for $54.99. Yeah, no, I guess we won't do that. Oh, hey, there's this profile hopper. We can just keep loading that up and unloading it over and over again for $5,900. That would do the job. Do it all in one right there, actually. We wouldn't have to do any windrowing. Oh, wait, we got to tether and turn this into hay. I forgot all about that part. Not liking that, but no, all seriousness right here, I'm kind of looking at this batwing mower right here. It's looking pretty nice. I like it. $40,000, pretty good price. It's going to cover the whole back half, unlike one of these over here that only covers the two sides off to the side. Yeah, looking pretty good, I think. I think I figured out a good combination we could use here. That's going to cost about $75,000. I didn't do the exact math, but as far as mowers go, batwing for 40 grand. And of course, we'll pay a little extra with the delivery fee and maybe even some more customization to it. So 75 is a little on the higher side. And that would allow us to probably get this tornado header right here. That's going to be 5.5 meters instead of the $6,000 one for 4.4 meters. And then after that tedding, we got windrowing. Luckily, I got this nice mod over here for $25,700. That is 9 meters. If we didn't have that option, I guess the next thing down would be this one right here for 8.4 meters. Okay, that's even cheaper. Hold on, wait a second. Maybe I'll go with that one. Yeah, no, I guess I missed that. Yeah, maybe I will go with that one. 8.4 meters versus 9 meter. Is it really worth that extra 0.6 meters if I did my math there correctly? I don't know, but that's what I'm looking like. $75,000. We're at $57,000. Looks like the worker got over here for plowing. Let's get that taken care of and keep making money. Not sure if y'all noticed, but I did go ahead and crank that speed back down to 1x speed because we're kind of focused on making money right now. Then we'll get to our field work. And I don't like working at nighttime on this game or recording any nighttime gameplay just for the viewer's sake. Because me personally, I don't like watching nighttime gameplay because it's kind of hard to see whenever I'm trying to watch that on Farm Sim. But I did go ahead and accept this hoeing contract. It's the bottom one over there at 90%. Looks like the hoeing and weeding ones are both messed up, but I believe they still count towards actually being able to finish it out, even though there's nothing over here. So we're going to work on hoeing, weeding, and those bell wrapping jobs. That plowing one was just kind of a fluke in there. It was just one by itself. Maybe there'll be another one out there later. We have the equipment for that, so that's pretty nice. Even though it didn't pay much, I still do it here and there because we can't really do much until we get that $75,000. Now, of course, we can go ahead and start. I guess I should probably do that. And yeah, let's do that. Let's get our Challenger out there on the field, our actual field, for mowing. I don't know how much horsepower that batwing requires, so I'm hoping that this has enough. I think this has like 200 and something. No, wait, no, 160 in it. I think I can upgrade it to 200 and something. Hopefully this 160 horsepower is enough. It says right on the side of the vehicle, which is awesome. Love that. Looks like it requires 125 horsepower. Now, I don't know any of these different changes I should do to this. What is trash Kind of looks like I might put it in a windrow for me or something, or maybe pick up trash as it goes. That's kind of cool looking, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab that. Why not? It's only an extra $1,000. Now, as far as colors go, I like these colors here. I guess there's a little purple mixed in there somewhere. I'm not quite seeing the purple unless I'm just blind. The detail color right there is purple. The rest of it's black. I'll leave that $41,000. We will buy that, and we're going to get it going here. Now, I have not been using course play really much, any. I've been just using hiring the worker that actually comes on the game, base game. But I'm going to use course play and save courses for our actual field work, because that's something we're going to do over and over again. And I want it to go in a certain direction each time around. That way I could kind of run 2 workers at a time. For example, I could run the mower and then run the windrower right behind it, as long as the course comes out facing the same direction, hopefully, instead of having to wait for the field work to be done. Well, this thing is definitely not struggling at all. It's pulling in like nothing. Maybe there's like no weight requirement to this or something. I don't know. 16 miles an hour is pretty fast. And I think it's all dropping on the ground right there. I'm assuming that's fine. That's correct. I don't have the real speed mod turned on. I was just kind of looking in there at the whole help menu there on the top left, trying to figure out if there's a way to do a swath dropping, or like that's probably a modded option. But that's definitely something we don't need to worry about right now, because we got to still head it and then we'll windrow it afterwards. Now, we may not have enough money to buy the tedder right now, but I don't think we have enough workers to do that. Well, you know what? Our plowing job's done. Maybe we do have enough workers. Or tractors. Got that plow job all done, got the tractor back, plow back, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and use this tractor to do some tedding. Yes, big old tractor for probably the smallest task on this field. It's all good though, and I want to try to line it up pretty well, or almost exactly, with the mowing course. That way I can run one behind the other. Now, I do have the follow me mod, which will allow us to do that, and it would have worked out pretty decent, but the width of the tedder is different than the width of the mower, and the windrower is a different width and all that stuff too, so they kind of got to go separately a little bit. Now, I'm just going to hope I get enough money together with these contracts, and I'm going to go with this bigger one over here that's 5.5 meters wide, with it only being $8,800. That's not too much money, so that's pretty nice, I think. And oh, hey, we got little sticker options on this. I guess we can put like a number 1 on it or something. Or is this just sticker option 1? And then there's sticker option 2, maybe? I don't know. I'm not really seeing much of a difference. Oh, okay. I think I see a little bit of a difference in there. Those little red lizard stickers on there. It's all good. Let's go ahead and buy it at $8,800. That's going to take our total. Come on, come on. Let's see here. $4,700 now. Ooh, man. How much do we need for this windrower? I think I'm going to go with this one for $19,500, or go with the bigger one for $25,000. Either way, I know we got enough money in contracts right there to purchase that. Now, we won't be able to go the belling route this month, or we possibly could just do more contracts and knock that out. Our mower is 7 meters wide. This tedder is 5.5 meters wide. I got 2 headlands with that mower. I'm going to still do 2 headlands with this tedder. Now, I just got to make sure the lines are facing the same direction. I really should have set up that mowing course at a specific degree as far as my up downs. I just let it automatically pick, so I'm hoping this picks the same direction. The way I'm trying to tell if it's the same direction or not is I'm just going to watch that worker E right there, see if it kind of goes in the same direction as the line. And I don't know, I kind of not looking like it is. Yeah, it's not in the same direction. So that's a little bit of a problem, but we are so far behind it right now. I think we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and start up this worker here. The headlands will be fine, because I know the headlands are not as wide as the 2 headlands that the mower did. The up downs are the problem area, and I may end up redoing the whole course play for that and setting up an actual degree I want the mower to go, and the tedder to go, and the windrower to go as far as the up down direction. Mowing is all done, just getting this thing put away for right now. There was a little bit missed kind of on the startup of the up downs. That's understandable with the whole course play thing. I got to come in here and make some adjustments to it. I forgot all about it, but I think I'm going to redo the whole course play next time around anyways, to line those up a little bit better on the up downs. But I think this little spot over here is going to be pretty nice for all our mowing equipment. Now, our forage harvester probably won't go in there. I could put it under the cover over there on the side though, kind of back it in from the front side of the barn, or the back side of the barn, whatever you want to call that. And that would work pretty great, but the windrower and the tedder will fit right in there. I hope, I think. I know the tedder will. Don't know about the windrower yet, because I haven't purchased that. Let's see if we can get that purchased and get it going. Not too much of a hurry though, because that windrower is a lot wider than our tedder is, and I do not want to accidentally scoop some grass up in there. Well, this is a little confusing. I don't know why this hoeing job is over here on the new part. So it says 46 is completed. That's very interesting. You know, 46 is actually where I did the plowing job. Maybe that's the issue there. And I don't know how much they're going to pay for this job either. Oh, wait, why would you need to do hoeing if I plowed it up? I'm not sure on that one either. But, oh well. Let's go through here and start collecting some of these. The weeding one we're still going away at. All the hoeing ones, they obviously don't pay much. I don't know what that one does pay. That says completed already. So we'll collect. Come on, give us some good money. And collect this one as well. Was that only going to be like $5,000 or $6,000? Gosh, wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. But there are some good paying ones still for this job right here. And what are we, blocked by an object? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Who in the world would leave their tractor out here? I didn't even know I brought it over here. I forgot all about it, to be honest with you. The tedding is all done. Now, we don't quite have enough money for the windrower quite yet. Not yet. Well, let's go ahead and complete some of these contracts, get the profits off of them. Then we might have enough. I don't know. Some of them that pay a bunch, they're the ones where we still got the equipment out there, like that weeding job up there in the top right. Now, all the belling ones should be done, and some of those belling ones paid really good. So let's see how much money we can make, and here's the little grass pieces that got missed. That is a little understandable, I guess, with course play. There is an option to lower the equipment faster and raise it later, and that should take care of that little grass bit right there. Now, like I was saying, all the bell wrapping jobs are done. I did go ahead and knock out this farmland 35 myself. It only had 3 bells on it, so a little proud of myself on that one. Now we'll just go ahead and collect, see how much money we come up to, and we'll collect that plowing one as well because we didn't have any equipment for the plowing one. And I think this is definitely going to give us enough money. I really think it will. Ooh, $31,000. Yes, that is enough, and that is enough for the bigger one. There was 2 different ones I was looking at. We got this one that's 8.4 meters, and then we got this one that's 12 miles per hour. I almost said 12 meters, but it's 9 meters. I read the wrong number there for a second. And let's go ahead and get this one. It's a little bit bigger. Should be a little bit better, right? $25,700 all gone, bringing us down to a little under $5,000. Ooh, that's going through pretty fast, and we're going through fuel a little fast here as well. I don't know how I feel about that. Got a worker off and going right there with the wind rowing. Now, that's not on a course play or anything. I already messed up the course plays from the beginning. I'm going to have to redo them all. I understand that. So I just hired the normal base game worker. I'm going to come through right behind that, picking up the hay myself. And we'll put all the hay into the actual horses, maybe. You know, let's buy a thing of oats because the hay by itself is really not that good. And I went way too far with this tedder. Let's get it back on the correct side of the barn. Now, of course, there's problem after problem after problem that pops up on a farm or just in real life in general. But the problem we're going to be facing here pretty soon is our forage wagon. It's actually got stuff inside of it. And I don't care about OSHA regulations, so what I like to do here is block that doorway right there. So whenever there's a fire, somebody tries to get outside that door, it's not happening. They're going to be stuck in there. Let's go ahead and utilize this to put in a couple of big bags of oats inside here. Now, $4,700. I don't know if that's enough money, but I think we're about to get a lot more money here pretty soon because this says contract finish in the top right. Let's get all that money together, buy some oats, see how much we need to buy, and then the rest of it's going to be hay going in there. And all the leftover hay, we'll probably just go ahead and sell off or store a little bit, but we got nowhere to store it. And that's the same way as what's inside that forage wagon. There's nowhere to store it. We're going to have to get some sort of storage for it. 3 contracts here, all completed. I'm going to call it quits there. I think, what is that, the weeding one? Yeah, there's another one out there for $1,600. Not going to worry about that. Looks like a couple of hoeing jobs popped in as well. Not going to worry about those either. I don't know. Some more contracts will jump in here and there, especially after I complete some. And I'm just not going to worry about it anymore right now unless we really need the money. But I don't think we're going to really need the money this month, because we're about to make a bunch from these contracts right here. This one alone right here that I'm finishing now is $15,000. So we're up to $30,477. That is really nice. Now the food capacity over here for the horses is 30,000 liters. So I try to split that kind of evenly, but I got to see what's kind of already in there to split that evenly. And I did notice, I guess the hay goes through a little bit faster. So with us having 2,000 liters in there right now of base food, which is oats, 2,800 liters, about 3,000, let's just round up. That's telling me I need to get another 12,000 liters of that in there, maybe even a little more. Well, quite a bit more would probably be a good idea because I can just keep adding hay to it. So yeah, let's go for about 20,000 liters of oats put in there, and then we'll just keep adding hay to it every single month. $5,400 for 4,800 liters. We're going to need to buy that 3 times. Yeah, so let's buy that 3 times. Costing us quite a bit of money there. Gosh. Yeah, we're gonna lose quite a bit there. What is that, 16,000 something, I think? 16,200 maybe? I'm not sure on my quick math there, but I know 3 times 5 is 15,000. So, quite a bit there. Quite a bit to move too. And man, I never got that weight for the back of this, did I? Now let's grab that weight so we can carry more of these at once. I'm gonna keep with the John Deere theme since it's a John Deere tractor, and that's gonna cost $1,550 right there. I was really hoping to have quite a bit of money left over so we could buy some sort of storage for this hay and the straw, but that's not looking like it's gonna happen, unfortunately. I messed up again. Why did I spawn this over here? The food trigger's on the other side of the freaking building. Oh man, but with this weight on the back here, it might be a lot easier lifting these. Let's find out. 4 of them right there on the forks, lifting up, lifting up. I guess that weight's gonna do the job. Lifting a little off the back wheels, but it's working good enough. I'm actually starting to regret the choice I made on that windrowing course. I should have set it up as course play, that way I could have the worker going behind it right now, grabbing the hay off the ground. But I think it'd fill up way too fast, and I don't have the auto drive and stuff set up where it can go empty somewhere. Plus, I don't have anywhere for it to exactly empty except for the horse shed, and we really need to start getting more horses in. The last 4 bags of feed right here going in, and what did that take us up to? In the bottom right there, 19,462 liters. So we will fill the rest of that with hay, and I'm starting to think maybe I should have bought more oats. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, that only took us up a little over halfway with the oats, and I was wanting to go a lot higher than that. Yeah, not really liking that. Not liking that too much at all. Oh well, let's just fill it up with some hay, and then keep adding hay to it every month that we may need to, and then we'll eventually get enough money together to buy some more oats. Once we get our field over here harvested, I really do not think that it's going to be enough oats to keep these horses going for a whole year. That field's just looking way too small for the amount of oats I'm buying. But I do have to remember that these bags are only 600 liters, and maybe that is going to be enough out there on the field? Possibly. Not too sure though. Oh, hey, speaking of OSHA violations, so I guess I blocked off the door down there earlier so they couldn't get out. Looks like they got plenty of room to get out, but oh well. Oh, it opens inwards too. Yeah, just figured that out. No, but as soon as they come out here, they're going to trip over these forks now. Love it. Windrowing is all done. Next up, all I got to do is pick up this hay and figure out where to put it all. And hopefully $12,000 is enough money to get us some sort of hay loft or something along those lines. I may have to go look through the mod hub and see if there's anything else out there. I wish they kind of showed the prices all the time. That should be like a requirement. Show the prices, show the width, show what it takes, or carries or holds or something like that, the exact items. Yeah, that should definitely be a requirement. But some mods don't show all that information, and oh my gosh, this is actually too tall for over here. Just realizing that. Yep, that is too tall right there, so it doesn't get to store over here with that, unfortunately. Well, hold on. I think I might be able to make it work. No, I won't. I just saw something on this side of the barn, which is probably the same over here. I don't think it's going to be able to back in over here because of how high that, or low that part is, but hold on, that actually just went up a little bit higher. So I might be able to back in over here, and we can keep all the grass harvesting equipment over here. Oh no, that's real close. Is there collisions? Oh, yep, that definitely hit. Oh, not working. Oh well, I can put it somewhere else. There's 7,657 liters left of straw in here. This actually just looked like a whole lot more than that number right there. So we might be able to use all this in our barn over here. Now, I don't think I've ever tried to drive through this with this tractor, and that looks like that is not happening. Nope, straight up not happening. I remember now I have to use the John Deere for this job. That's a little unfortunate because I definitely don't want to use that John Deere to pick up the hay. So we definitely need that loft more now than ever. I think adding that weight on the back of the tractor made this John Deere fit in there a lot better now. I don't even think it's scraping anymore, but the trailer's scraping because it's a little high up there. And we have 6,200 liters left here. There a way I can just like force dump it and move it around with like a bucket later on? I'm gonna give that a go. Let's just force dump, no spare capacity for straw. I don't really care about that, just dump it on the ground. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There it goes. And maybe it'll start feeding it in there too. Hopefully, possibly. I don't know. I am kind of worried it's gonna go over into those pins. Yep, just like that, and I won't be able to get to it later on. That was a little worry of mine. But no, that's exactly where it's gonna stay. And let's see if I can drive through this pretty slow now. Yeah, it's clearing. It is clearing easily. The only problem was that back half of the trailer. And I'm a little stuck here. Let me get this taken care of. Oh, wait, it came out. Cool. $3,200 for wage payments. Let's see if I can buy something for $12,000 to hold all this extra hay for us. I like to put it over here, so basically I'll bring it over from the field with the big tractor and then have to use this John Deere to take it into a smaller area. I think I'm going to give this one a go. I don't really like it too much. It just doesn't seem very realistic. I was looking for like a hayloft type shed building. Couldn't quite find one. All of them just do pallets or bells, and we don't have pallets or bells here. And then I was thinking about doing an actual regular building shed and just manually dropping it in there and moving it with a bucket, but I realized it's just going to end up overflowing out the side of it. So we'll just keep it pretty simple and run with this. We are going to get into a big operation eventually, so this type of use will be used, unfortunately, I think. And let's just drop that in there, $10,000. And I mean, I guess I ain't really got much against it. And this should do the job. This is the one that says silo for your farm to store all your bulk supplies. I'm hoping that works. Here's your husbandry one. I'm hoping the straw and hay doesn't qualify under the husbandry one. Now, I think I could sell that off and we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and switch out to our Massey here with our forage wagon, and such a low capacity on it, so it's going to take me a while to pick that up. Let's see how much hay we get off of it though. As soon as I hooked up to this, I noticed it takes silage additive, and I think silage additive does work for hay, but I don't think we have the money for it. Only $2,000 left. I believe it's like 2,000 and something dollars on that one. Let's see if I can find it in here somewhere. Yes, the cheapest silage additive out there is $2,990. We do not have that. Well, we might have something I could sell off possibly. Let me check on our equipment, see if there's anything out there we're just not using at all. And then I did have a rainy day fund kind of saved up as far as crops go. There should be some finished crops out there we can sell off if I need to, because I really want the silage additive if it could give us a boost. Looking at our time-saving stock check mod here, we got two items here I want to go ahead and try to sell off, the canola or the wheat. And looking at the price difference between max value and current value, the one with the least amount of difference in them is going to be the wheat. So we're going to take the wheat over to the grain silo. Now, I'm not going to take it all. What's left in here right now is 3,865 liters. We have more than that because we got 8,000 liters sitting right here. Let's take this over to the grain silo, get it sold off, and that will give us enough money to purchase that silage additive. Selling the wheat off there, and man, that money is going up pretty nicely. I'd like that. It's going to give us a little bit extra to kind of survive the night. Not really survive until the next day, but by midnight we'll run out of money because we're going through about, what was it, $11,000 a month? Yeah, but $2,827 there, plus a $75 environmental score reward. Man, I can't wait to see them go up and up even more than that. Now, I feel like we're going to have a whole lot of hay or grass left over compared to oats. So we're going to have to get into a lot of oat farming eventually to take care of these horses. I was thinking more and more grass farming we'd have to do, but looking at the rate of the food and everything, it's probably going to be oats, which I don't know until we harvest our oat field exactly what we're going to be looking at on our next field purchase, what we're going to need to do. I was wanting to get something for carrots. That way we can go ahead and get 100% efficiency on those horses. And because we are missing, hello. We are missing about 5% or so from a root crop, and that would be carrots and I think parsnips or something like that as well. Coming in to buy this, we actually have enough money to buy another one if we really want to. And this one right here is 100 liters for $4,000. This one's almost $3,000 for 60 liters. The thing is, I don't even think we're going to use all 60 liters. It doesn't go through very fast. Now, a cheaper option here is to get like a buy everything type of silo, where you can buy pretty much every product you want out there. And silage additive is so much cheaper there. And I believe if you put in any of those silage additive pumps, they will be a lot cheaper as well. But there we go. We're down to 1924, and let's see how much actually loads into here and see how much we actually go through. Once again, I still don't know if hay uses silage additive. I'm kind of hoping there. It should make a 5% boost difference if it does. Definitely doesn't hold much. 10 liters. Probably have to hit that refill button every now and then whenever I come back over to drop off a load of hay. Well, this is part of the episode where I just start crying, because looks like that silage additive did absolutely nothing. And that wasn't even half a headland. We're already full here. I don't even think I'm going to do anything to this grass field. I might just store the hay out here on the actual field because this is going to take a while. 16,100 liters here. I might just start shuffling this stuff into a sell place. Ooh. For the moment of truth, does this actually go in here? Looks like it does allow us to dump it there, but I don't want to dump it there yet. I want to dump it over here for the food first. And I did put it pretty close there on purpose. That way I kind of grab, back up, dump, grab, back up, dump, stuff like that. So it should be pretty easy there. But we'll fill up the horses first, and then everything left over will go into our silo over there, which has a capacity of 100,000 liters. And looks like we're going to hit that capacity. Anything over that 100,000 liters, might as well just go ahead and sell off. because that was pretty fast. And like I said, only did like half a headland there, not even half a headland probably. We're gonna have a lot of hay. Trailer number 2 here, full, and didn't even finish off that first headland. So yes, it was under half a headland, and yes, we are gonna have a lot of hay. Now, I did mention a little bit how I don't like that silo look to it and everything. I wanted a shed type to dump into. In FS22, there are these hayloft sheds or something like that, just little sheds that take grass, hay, and straw. They take a very specific one, and only that will go inside there. But they hold a larger capacity, and it's easy for you to dump in there and check out, kind of like one of these silos are. You just hit a button to dump in there, and you hit a button to check out. So no actual scoops or forks or anything needed to get this stuff in and out. Not necessarily get it in, but to get it out, I would need something to dig it out of a shed. And I really like those mods. I don't think they came over to 25 yet. I need to look into it and see if I can find anything. If y'all got any suggestions for a different hayloft type of situation here, please drop down in the comments. I'm just going to let y'all know that links will not work, so just drop the names in there, or you can hit me up on Discord as well. Y'all didn't know I do have a Discord out there. Should be in the description of the video. I'd like to see you all over there. We can chat it up, get together, get some multiplayer going as well. Just got done dropping off the 3rd trailer right there, and I'm trying to figure out if this is actually a bigger field or not. I can see in the bottom right there, field 5 area mass is 1.9 acres. That's actual field portion. And the land area is 4.21, so if I was to sell off field 5, that would include extra land, which is 4.21 acres altogether. Now that land kind of runs off in that direction. Probably could have made the field a little bit bigger. But 1.9 there, then we can run over here real fast to land 4, that's 1.5, so taking us up over 3 acres. And then we can run over here to 3, which is 2.47, so taking us up over 3 over 5, so coming in close to 6 acres, just guesstimating. And then we got this one over here that's 4.5 acres, so yes, that field up there is bigger. It's coming in around 6 acres, 5 to 6 acres. This one's at 4.5 acres. Now, I'm thinking a little more about how much extra hay we have here. We could end up ripping up that grass field and planting oat. I think oat planting is still going on in April. I think it's March and April. I thought I was close to finishing this up and getting that field taken care of, but that's a no. If I want to go ahead and change it over to oats, that's going to cost money. If I want to go ahead and keep it as grass, that's going to cost money. We don't have money. So back to contracts. Now, there was a nice weeding one or something that popped in over here for this field 25. Let's go ahead and accept that. I'll accept a few more, let these workers run their course while I keep running that hay off the field. Over here at our new silo I got put in, and I'm looking to see what the capacity is, how much we actually have in there already. And I found out we could buy stuff over here. Did not realize that. So that might be a little cheap option there. But I didn't want to do anything like that. That's why we don't have a buy everything station. I want to actually go out and get the supplies, or personally have it delivered in a lower quantity of some sort like that. Now, I'm not really against putting a buy everything over in town. That would be pretty nice. Still do the driving, I think, make it a little realistic there. But yeah, just looking through here, looking pretty nice. Like we could buy a lot of stuff, especially oat right here. We could buy 46,000 liters of oats for $27,000. Don't know if that's a deal or not. Have not done the math. Well, that is telling me we have 46,000 liters left in capacity over here. I'm not seeing it anywhere in the bottom right. I don't know if that's just because I'm so close to the horse pen here. And it got me thinking, hopefully it doesn't overlap or make the horse pen have more of a capacity in it now. So for example, with it having hay inside that silo, hopefully it doesn't move that hay automatically into the horse pen, because that will cause a problem with me being able to get oats in there eventually. I guess one way for me to see the capacity here is just hover over the top, hit R to start filling. It's saying grass is 0, 0, blah, blah, blah. I know those are 0. I wish it wouldn't show the ones that are 0, but I guess that is a good way to let you know, hey, you got 0 in there. But no, we are about at 70,000 liters of hay here. Pretty close. I think like 2 more trips, and this thing is completely full. Not even 2 trips, because I think we're getting over 17 or over 15,000 liters per. I can't remember, even though I've been seeing it multiple times. I think it came out to like 16 something thousand liters each time in these trailers. So yeah, that's less than 2 trailer fulls, and that thing's full. Now, I was saying, even if we keep this grass, we will need money, and that money's going to go towards fertilizer. But with us having such a huge yield and return on this, do we really need to add fertilizer to it? I think we do, just for it to start growing again, or we could roll it. That is a possibility too, but that roller does cost money. I'm not sure. Will this grass start growing even if I don't roll it or add fertilizer to it? Maybe we'll find out Maybe I won't even risk it and I'll just add fertilizer to it to be on the safe side. This harvest right here did not have a good fertilizer rating on it already. So I am kind of scared to see exactly how much we get off of it with a full fertilization. Sounds like it's going to be a lot. Each one of these trailers are 16,100 liters. And this should top off the silo over here all the way up to that 100,000 liter capacity. Now, I believe we got another 2, maybe 3 trailerfuls sitting on the field. Quite a bit there. Quite a bit. I'm thinking about just dumping it on the ground for right now and then coming along later on, picking it up and using it that way. I just feel a little bad doing that because I know if it rained or something along those lines, it wouldn't be hay anymore. So as far as realistic play goes, that wouldn't work, but we're not doing like hardcore realistic stuff. I was trying to put a little shed in over here. I'd like to get a bunker silo with a cover over the top of it. That way it wouldn't go outside the area. But does it go in over here? I don't think it will. I'll give it a go. Nope, not allowing it, not allowing it. That's all good. Let's just go ahead and dump it out on the ground somewhere. If I dump it out under the cover here, it's just going to spread through the wall and be even harder for me to pick up later. But for right now, we're going to dump it right here on the ground, all the extra, and then I can come through and grab that at a later point and use it. As far as grabbing it, I just use this forage wagon. It's pretty simple like that. Just run right back over with the forage wagon, loads up quickly. Now, should I sell it? Possibly, especially since our bank account is down there pretty low, but we're about to get some pretty good money from a couple of these contracts. Still looking at that weeding one. It doesn't seem to be going up above that 97%, I don't think. Might be broken, might be stuck. I'm not sure. I was way off on my guesstimation of how much was left on the field there. My bad. So we got this one full trailer here, and then I'm probably gonna have a partial one up next to finish it off, and still just dumping it all right over here on the ground. I forgot we had the sell point over here. I don't know what all goes to this, but I do know this hay does not. I just gave that a little go and try. I'm thinking maybe some honey will go here. It looks more like an egg thing, and maybe some fruits and vegetables, but honey is definitely sounding like it would go here. And we do have honey. We got some bees out there. I don't know if that pallet's completely full yet or not. We can drive by real quick and see. No, it's not. Oh man, we need a lot more beehives out here. This thing is just, I don't know what I was saying there, but it's just, no. This is not looking good at all. We need a lot more beehives out there if we want to make some money from honey. Oh man, only 6,851 liters here though. Let's get this dumped off over here in our nice little hay pile, and then figure out what the heck we're gonna do next. We got $1,200 to our name and got to save the game, of course, but let's go ahead and collect these 2 contracts out there, see how much money we make all together. Now, there was some leasing costs for both these, and I think I could have used this equipment to go onto another contract, but I wasn't worried about it. $11,549. Man, that's not looking good at all. Because of whatever I do to this field over here, I don't think that's going to be enough. Either I plant it or I just go ahead and keep it as grass. We got to get that lime up. It's in the okay range. We got to get that nitrogen up. It's in the bad range. We don't necessarily have to though, because I think we got a whole lot of hay left. Speaking of a whole lot of hay left, we got 100,000 liters into that silo over there, and then our animals are full over here with hay. As far as the total harvest goes, I'm not exactly sure how much we got. I could say about 120 to 130,000 liters of hay, because we have about 20,000 liters sitting over here, and I know we put a good amount, about 10,000 inside the horse pen. And figuring out what I'm going to do next with that field is going to have to happen next episode, because I'm all out of time here. I really do want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. It means a whole lot. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.